Clicking the button now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, man. What's going on, folks? We back up in this thing, man. And I'm already on one. I've been on one for a while tonight. Shit. What's going on with you, Max?
This nigga Diddy, the goddamn diabolical boy. This
He's
nigga
diabolical as hell, ain't he? We're going to get right into it, folks. Diddy is diabolical, folks. Diddy is diabolical. What in the world, man? Come on now, Diddy. What you doing, Diddy? Your diabolical ass. Let me tell you something, man. This goddamn Diddy, man. Have y'all been keeping up with this shit? Seriously, have y'all been keeping up with this shit, man? Shit's crazy. I'm gonna bring some shit up. But I'm telling you, man, scratching numbers off of dang AR-15. A weapon, yes, a weapon I'm telling you, a weapon was found. A weapon was found with the serial number scratched off that joker now. The serial number scratched off. That's a big no-no. You can't do that. That's not even the worst of it. I'm talking dude got folk swimming in baby oil and shit. Shit's crazy. Matter of fact, we're gonna go to it. Fuck this shit. We're gonna go to this first one. We're gonna go to this first clip, and then we're gonna see what the business is. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick. Stop it. Hold on. All right, here we go.
Welcome to another installment of NNN where we give it to you straight, no chaser. Check it out. Diddy and Cassie trial. The young lady is on trial too by public opinion because I think she's a certified freak of goddamn.
Yes. That goddamn Cassie, man. Like, I cannot imagine being her husband. She married now and pregnant with this dude. We can get into that later, but boy, look here. For that baby to be coming out of that womb, boy, look here. That just gonna need a lot of prayer, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Going back on mute.
Himself. 10 years, pissed in the mouth over and over, and she asked for the motherfucker's piss. I was thinking that Puppy was selling them piss in this bitch's mouth. No, she said piss in my mouth. I know R. Kelly's in jail.
Yes. If you have not been following it, yes. She has gotten pissed in the mouth, taking it all over, pissed on. You name it. All of that shit didn't happen. This shit is crazy. You hear me?
Nigga, I'm
pissed
fucking
on.
back, bro.
What's up, man?
My bad, bro. I don't know what the fuck is with New York tonight, nigga. Just because it's a couple of degrees lighter, bro. The fucking signal acting up.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Just because it's a couple of goddamn degrees colder in New York tonight, your signal should not be acting up the way it is. This shit is
Oh, it's real
diabolical,
cold
bro.
tonight
This
up
shit on
there.
some Diddy shit.
Is it real cold on
Hell
some?
yeah, man.
It's cold as hell up there, man.
Hell yeah, it's been cold up here for the last couple of days. I don't understand this shit. It's supposed to be close enough to summer, goddammit.
I feel you. But yeah, I was just
It's
talking about.
because
I just got. Go ahead.
mm, mm. It's because I'm a genius, Sean. You know that, right?
You do say some smart things.
I'm a genius, Sean. So years ago, I said, you realize the planet is basically like it's like a natural machine, right? It's
Okay.
a biological machine. So the shit doesn't work the way you want it to work. It's gonna work the way it wants to work. So
Yeah.
I told I told them, I told people this for years because of the fact that the earth wants to cool itself down. And I was just like, and because of COVID-19, because remember, it was the first time in centuries to where we did not actually literally pollute. So I could tell you how much the pollution went down in a matter of weeks. The humpback whales came back to the Hudson River.
Damn. That's got to be
The
significant as fuck.
You could see the eastern mountains in California.
Yeah.
Yeah, the manatees came back to the St. Petersburg harbor. Came back to St. Petersburg Bay over there, and the dolphins too. Usually, you don't see them shits because it's always fucking polluted, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I told people, I was like, we're about to go in. We're gonna have it's gonna be a real fucking cold effect because of what we did during COVID with the shutdowns. So
Right.
I was like, I ain't scared about climate change, global warming, none of that shit. I was like, man, I'm afraid of an ice age coming. And we added about 100 billion gallons of ice on the North Pole, and that bitch is shifting too.
Oh, cause that shit almost reset the whole damn atmosphere when that shit happened.
I'm not gonna say it reset the whole atmosphere, but you gotta realize, man, what we did with COVID was something so fucking drastic, bruh, that I see you, baby. Don't be looking at me like that.
Oh.
I'm a married man, woman. I'll be fucking with you, too. But I'll be stop messing with that. But yeah, so you could go on, bro. I just got me a nicotine high. Oh shit.
I'm trying to come down over her. Oh,
No,
but you
I'm
said
talking
I
about
can proceed.
no, I'm talking about I just smoked a cigarette. I haven't smoked a cigarette in 2 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
No, I was
This
just
nigga
showing
having
them this clip, man. Eddie Griffin, of course, is doing pretty good when it comes to the whole case and shit. He just talking about how Cassie said, piss in her mouth.
bro, I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'm not going to say
Dude,
it.
I could not imagine being the husband of Cassie, and you got a damn baby about to come in this world out that infested womb, that 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 frequently violated womb, that channel, that portal that your baby girl or boy, whoever it is coming through, has been tampered with heavily and in very diabolical situations. I'm talking because you know how
Dude,
they say You know how they say that every time a woman sleeps with a man, he leaves his DNA. I don't know if that matters so much when it comes to condoms, because I mean you can't still leave DNA, but it's like the stuff from your balls and all that shit as it hits the coochie. But when you got a condom on, it's different. But not having a condom is really, of course, it happens. But how they say every man leave his DNA in the woman. That chick got to have so much DNA up in her. Ooh. And that baby about to come through that portal, bro, into this world. That baby gonna need all types of counseling, dog. All types of counseling, man. But let's go back to the video. Good Lord, man.
Crying like a motherfucker. God damn it, I just...
Can you hear that, Max?
Yeah, I can hear it.
This on bitches and I'm locked up. This nigga and pissing in the bitch's mouth. And then they got people outside protesting. They getting paid $20 an hour to wear free Diddy t-shirts.
Why do you feel that way?
So these are all paid protesters. You can get $20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak up.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is.
Why is Amazon paying me $6?
Hold on. They getting paid $20.
Yeah, nigga. You heard right, nigga. But they not getting paid $20 an hour. They getting paid $20 in Diddy coin an hour. I think them bitches getting. I think they the game the okie doke, nigga. They getting Diddy coin, nigga.
So
you hear that chick say Diddy coin?
Diddy coin for
Diddy
money,
coins,
Diddy.
nigga. Bruh. That's what it said, bro.
So this nigga got
Hold on.
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is.
See? Diddy coin. Diddy coin. They not getting paid no money, but the fact that they getting paid anything is diabolical. Diabolical. Free Diddy. Did you see the last dude? The dude on the side, dog. The last dude they showed. He looked like they just snatched up some homeless man and gave him a t-shirt.
Free
Look at
Diddy
this shit.
t-shirts.
Why do you feel that way?
So
That nigga right there, Max. They snatched up a homeless person, dog. Look at this shit. Look how that nigga standing.
$20 an hour if you wear a t-shirt.
You gotta speak.
Look at this shit now.
She just got recruited, right?
I refuse.
You said no.
No.
It wasn't worth the 20?
No, but like he told me that it's for a Diddy coin, so I'm not really sure what that is.
For free Diddy. $20 an hour. God damn. Damn. That's almost better than minimum wage in some states. Most of the motherfuckers out there with the t-shirts on
that's
would
better
look
than
homeless.
what Starbucks
So,
got there paying.
Hey, he picked up on it too. He said motherfuckers look like they homeless.
Homeless people out there saying free Diddy so that they can get it in the booty too. So anyway, the courtroom was packed.
We having fun, y'all.
One federal prosecutors outlined the case involving sex trafficking, physical abuse, and coercion. Now,
Here's my problem.
guilty.
Here's my problem. Just looking at this case, bruh. As much now, I am man enough to say I am biased against Diddy. I'm not gonna bullshit y'all and say that I'm not. I'm completely 100% biased towards Diddy. Regardless, this nigga's been guilty for years, nigga.
I am too. He already confessed to doing what he did to Cassie, dog, by damn having a public apology for this shit. So just on that alone, he guilty than the motherfucker.
Well, the problem is that they overcharged Diddy's ass. They
Overcharged him. What do you mean overcharged him?
Clearly, he did not violate nothing when it comes to sex crimes. Only thing he violated was the Mann Act. He clearly
Yeah.
he clearly violated Man Act. Like, don't get it shit twisted, but sex trafficking is starting to look like it's a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But
Well, they gonna try to get whatever the stick, nigga.
my problem is, has been these fucking red pill ragers ass niggas talking about they should let Diddy free because of yada yada yada. I'm like, nigga, have you been hearing some of the details of the fucking case?
That nigga done that shit.
I was like,
Fuck you,
bruh.
Red Pill Ragers. That nigga done that shit.
I was like, bruh. You hear some of the shit that they've been like, yeah, I'm like this. I will agree with you that they overcharged, bruh. But some of the diabolical shit this nigga they talking about this nigga did.
This nigga said they put baby oil in the in Astroglide in the damn inflatable pools and he told Cassie, I need you to glisten 24/7. I need you to be glistening. Glisten? Really? Glistening. Those the words we choosing, niggas. Glistening.
Because these niggas forget how old was he when these niggas forgetting how old he
He was
was,
in his
how old
20s.
she was when he met her. Nah, nigga, he met her when she was 16, nigga.
Oh yeah. This nigga, boy. Statutory raping ass nigga. He said, I want you to be glistening. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are saying the way she's saying is like she participated. She did, but I think when he first met her, he groomed her ass. And after then, she started liking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Look, nigga, when you a young chick and you getting turned out with money and you also getting turned out with drugs, nigga. Yeah, no offense, but the mind is an impressionable thing,
Mm-hmm.
especially nigga. Diddy
Mm-hmm.
was, you talking about Diddy at that time when Cassie met Diddy?
At the
Diddy
top,
was
at the top, at the
at the
top.
top of the game.
So
Like,
she already got her legs open as soon as this nigga say hello.
like,
Already.
and this nigga changed her life overnight, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
With great powers come great responsibility. That nigga Diddy, hey, that nigga Diddy. I don't feel bad for Diddy at all because you want to hear something funny? You know, Diddy got he don't have no character witness
Damn, he don't, which is crazy.
outside his sons
That's crazy.
because everybody who could be a character witness is gone. Biggie, gone. Heavy
Mm.
D, gone. Black Rob, gone.
Faith could be a character witness.
Um, he remember he fucked over he has literally fucked over everybody.
He has.
Like it was
Uh,
like whenever Diddy was doing his, like, whenever he was started doing I want to promote love and shit, and there was one fucking live where that nigga, he was looking like, damn, like he had nobody around him. He had nobody. And I'm like, bruh,
understand.
you fucked over everybody, bruh. Everybody who cared about you, Diddy, you fucked them over. Mary J. Blige, you fucked her over. You fucked over Faith. You fucked over the band. You fucked over Danny Kane. You fucked over what? Did he used to have some with the Pussycat Dolls or no? No, it was just Danny Kane.
Danity King.
Yeah. Fucked over Cassie. You fucked over every fucking body, bruh. So you deserve everything you got. Even it's like this, bruh. The niggas who survived Diddy, bruh. The funny part about it is these niggas always become very religious motherfuckers. Shine,
Mm-hmm.
Mace, it's a bunch of other
Mm-hmm.
niggas.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that you got bitch ass niggas out here talking about red pill, yada yada. I'm like, bruh, there's a reason why a lot of these women call it sexist, bruh. Because I don't. I right is right and wrong is wrong. You feel me?
I feel you.
Right is wrong is wrong. Doesn't matter if he was a man or not. Now, I feel like because of this shit with Diddy, a lot of niggas about to get fucked up in the future because of this shit.
And why is that?
Remember, it's always, man. This is a bruh. This is a diabolical case, bruh. Every single time when some shit like this, man, you tend to get fucked over afterwards. Bill Cosby, the whole Me Too movement, nigga. Like the whole Me Too movement, bruh.
Yeah.
Like you think all those men who got fucked over during the Me Too movement was guilty? So what's this gonna happen is, example, if you fly a chick out, say you wanna fly a chick out, and the shit doesn't go right the way it is, and you decided, you know what, I ain't gonna pay for your hotel, your airport room, and all that shit. She gonna be like, oh, this man tried to Diddy me.
You think it's gonna be a whole nother movement, dude?
They're gonna try. Ain't gonna be successful, but they're gonna try.
Hell no! Right now, man, the black female in America, dog, is her whole credibility is on fucking, life support right now. When it comes to getting any truth, or like this whole Meg Thee Stallion thing with Tory Lanez, like motherfuckers ain't gonna believe a black woman for a minute, bro. Unfortunately, because the good ones out there are going to suffer. They're gonna suffer.
The difference between with Cassidy, there's so much proof and evidence. There's literally gallons and gallons of lubes of evidence. There's so much evidence against this nigga. It's just if they get him on sex trafficking, fuck it, I'm happy, nigga.
Right.
Dog, this nigga has been. Too many niggas have died around him. Too many niggas have died around him, bro.
Right.
Like, example, for me, my life, these niggas died from natural causes because they were old, nigga. I'm the baby of the family. So I'm like, I can't help it when niggas die on natural cause. I'm like, hey, nigga was old. I'm like, how old do you expect he was supposed to live? Like, I remember he was at one of my uncle's funeral, and one of my cousins was like, I can't believe she died. She left this world too soon. I was like, the motherfucker was 96 years old. How long you expect her to live? I was like, she asked me. She asked me to. She told me to kill her one time.
No.
I was like, yeah. She told me to kill her ass one time. I was like, what? She's like, why? Motherfucker was 96 years old. I was like, so you sit here saying she died too soon? I was like, bitch, in what world? All right, my bad, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you good, man. You good.
Nigga, that was one of my late aunties, bro. She was a goddamn fool, boy.
Oh, she was?
Nigga, she was a fool, boy. This motherfucker told me, she was just like, if I get too old, goddamn it, and if I start giving you winks, and if I start winking at you, that's the sign to kill me. I was like, yo.
She said that shit.
Hell yeah. And she kept winking at me one day. I was like, I ain't doing it. She kept winking at me. She kept winking at me. She's like, "Motherfucker, you already forgot the goddamn sign?" I was like, "No, I ain't weak." Oh man, R.I.P. Auntie, R.I.P. Man, use a goat. Use a funny one. I'm glad to see you out this bitch. But yeah, man, back to the tape. My bad, y'all.
It's all good, dog. I let you go ahead on the cook, man. Back to the tizape.
Not guilty to all the charges. Now, I think he gonna beat most of the motherfucking charges. I'm still trying to figure out what's he in jail for. How come he ain't got no bail? I didn't know being a homosexual was illegal, because if that's the case, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers need to get locked the fuck up. And then I didn't know being a freak was the criminal cause. So what? He pisses in his mouth and has a inflatable swimming pool in a hotel room filled with baby oil to dip them ashy ass niggas. Because, you know, ain't nothing worse than ashy ass, I guess. So, you know, this motherfucker had the baby oil on deck, truckloads, and then threw some other shit in there to put them motherfuckers to sleep so that they could just rape and fuck them in the dookie shoot all goddamn night. Anyway, somebody tell me in the comments what the fuck is he in jail for?
This nigga
He ain't been
said the
charged with
dookie
murder
shoot.
yet.
Yeah, he said the dookie
He ain't been
shoot.
charged with racketeering yet. You know, I'm trying to figure out, you know, only thing I'm hearing is freak shit. You know, freaks, more freaks. I didn't know freaks get a motherfucker in jail. I guess times are changing, because I didn't know was jail worthy, because I should be locked the fuck up right now, goddammit. We're gonna have to start making love. I think that's the only sex that's going around now, is making love. No more fucking. No more fucking. Fucking is illegal. Just make love. We'll be right back after this commercial break and give you part 2 of the Cassie and Diddy trial.
Hold on, time
Part
out,
2
time
of
out.
the Diddy Cassie mess. Check it out.
Hey, so this nigga said we're going to start making love. No more. He said no more fucking. We just got to start making love nowadays.
That what he said, dog. That what he said.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's what he said.
But yeah, man. I do agree with what he said. He was just like, you know, I guess we're still waiting for the dark shit. Like, yo, where does the sex trafficking shit comes from, man? All this sounds like it's just this nigga's just a diabolical, freaky ass dude. He is right though.
Yeah, yes, he's a diabolical, freaky ass dude, dog. That's what he is.
Like he's
He's
right on
guilty
that.
of
I'm like,
that. He's guilty on that.
like that nigga shit. He beyond guilty. That nigga.
He was guilty of being a diabolical, freaky ass dude, bro.
Man, he guilty beyond that shit. That
Because
nigga
the way that
goddamn.
Cassie is unfolding everything, she wasn't forced to do none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it seems.
Well, technically, she was. She was.
Yeah,
It's like.
But if she said she feared what he would do, yeah, they're gonna
You
definitely
ever
give
seen
her
a
the
cop?
goddamn test.
Have you ever personally seen a cop get paid off?
Not in person, no.
All right, but you heard of cops getting paid off, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So to have a cop on your payroll is some gangster shit, bro. And it's not
It
something
is.
that is and that's not something that is easily getting done. To have a cop on your
Right.
payroll,
Mm-hmm.
because
Because
it's basically
it's risky to even proposition them.
well, not only is it risky just propositioning and shit, it's fucking risky. You walk to the wrong cop,
Your ass is getting
and
arrested.
nigga, that's a federal crime.
Felony. That's federal crime.
Yeah. Then a cop taking the money. Yeah, doesn't matter if it was doesn't matter if it's $100 and all that shit. But if cop taking your money and a crime was happening at the same time, nigga, that's some organization ass shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where I can see how they're gonna play with the sex trafficking can be coming in and all that shit, but still, I still believe they overcharged. But
Yeah, that's a damn strong ass possibility of that.
we still haven't gotten all the evidence yet.
Nope, they ain't went over none of that shit they uncovered at the houses when they did the raids. They said they were supposed to get to about 10 or 12 witnesses today
Yeah,
alone, bro. That's a lot of people.
yeah.
One of the chicks from Danity Kane was in that bitch today. Not the main chick that he was fucking with, because you know he used to fuck with Aubrey.
Well, I'm
He
glad to know.
he used to beat that down. He used to beat that down.
It's funny.
Aubrey?
Well,
He used to beat Aubrey down, boy.
who?
Damn Diddy.
Shit. For what we found out in the case, Kaz, he wasn't beating too much now.
He's had sex with Aubrey. Right? He's had sex with women. He's just bisexual, I think. I think Diddy's bi.
No, they saying Diddy he's suffering from micro penis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, regardless, he has fucked somebody, and
Yo,
he was cuck. He was a cuck. He's a cuck. He's a cuckold.
no, that motherfucker. He hate women, bro. He has small dick energy, bro. Baby dick energy. No, for real, man. Like, yo, some people they was like,
I'm not doubting it.
they said
I'm
that
not
shit was the
doubting it.
size of a Tootsie Roll, nigga.
That's what they say.
Nigga, yeah, that's what was said. It was the size of a Tootsie Roll. I was like, of course Diddy did all this diabolical
But
shit.
hold
He
on
hate
though.
himself.
But hold on. So is Diddy getting one that's getting fucked, or is he fucking niggas? Because the
He's
noises
doing
that
everything.
the noises that Meek Mill was making, they said on that little thing where he was getting fucked. It didn't sound like that nigga had no micro peen, unless he put a strap on.
Well, it could have been he paid one of them freaky ass, flexy ass, sexy ass niggas to do the pounding.
No, that nigga sounded like he was participating.
No, like I read some of it. It's like, yo, his shit. He has a micro penis.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm not defending his manhood. I'm just saying, pause. I'm not defending his manhood. I'm just saying from
You
the
don't
way
know
it
how small the
sounds.
micro penis is, huh? Do you?
I don't suffer from that shit. So why would I, nigga?
All right, so we're
I puts
talking
it
about
down, nigga.
because a Tootsie Roll is about like 2 centimeters, bro.
I know Tootsie Rolls aren't big.
You ain't fucking hurting nobody with that. It's
I know,
like
man. I'm just saying, you know, from the recording that I heard and the way he was like reacting when the recording, his voice in the recording sounded like he was doing the pound.
it's like this. If they said, "Hey, Max Powers, we gonna give 3-man podcast, goddamn $500 million. But you gotta take Diddy up the ass." I'm gonna look at you like, guys. I got this one. I'm gonna take this one on. I'm like,
That's how small that shit is, bro. For you to even consider that shit.
I'm like, hey, guys, I will sacrifice this one for the team.
Pause, nigga. That shit got to be real goddamn small then, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, that's what Anchorman was talking about.
Damn.
I was like, yeah, nigga. I was like, This nigga Meek Mill's even gayer now, nigga.
God, dog.
You went from being the Moist Brigade nigga, now you just playing. You on the Dookie dick loving side, nigga. A nigga paid another nigga to smash you.
Yeah.
This
That's
is damn
crazy,
shame.
bro.
What the world's been through for people like me. Yeah. This shit is dude. My childhood's fucked. They fucked my whole childhood's completely fucked, dude.
Why? Because Diddy fucking up like this, man.
Man, all this shit that's been coming across, man. It's like, were all my childhood heroes sexual deviants ass motherfuckers?
I'm glad I'm Generation X. I feel sorry for you millennials.
Fuck.
Oh, I feel sorry for you millennials. Yeah, your childhood heroes are R. Kelly and all them there sexual deviants.
It's like Bill Cosby. Okay.
Well, I mean,
First,
that's my generation. Yeah,
nigga, I was watching the Bill Cosby show when I was a kid.
Oh, I know you was. I'm just saying, that also has to do. That's like a crossover. You almost like because of your age, you almost like a damn transitional Xer or whatnot, man, or a borderline
No,
Xer.
I'm not. Fuck that. I'm Gen Z, nigga. I'm claiming Gen Z, nigga.
You gonna claim Gen Z?
Dude. Skis, bro. Yeah, man. Fucking no cap, bro. You know.
No cap, bro.
Bitches, hey, motherfuckers be. You know what? Hey, you know why people hate on me, Sean?
Oh,
because I walk around this bitch like a broken faucet.
Oh Lord, here he goes.
You don't know what that means? Got too much
drip, too much.
Man, I heard some little young nigga said that. I was like, yo, fuck you, and I'm stealing you. I'm stealing that shit. Fuck you, and I'm stealing that shit. I was like,
walk
nigga,
around here like a broken faucet. Too much drip, nigga.
Like say fuck around, meet a chick out here in New York. Like, how you doing? No, I'm feeling good today. You know, just feeling like a broken faucet. Woke up feeling like a broken faucet. What does that mean, sweetheart? Too much drip.
She'd be like, this lame ass nigga here. This lame.
Man, this bitch gonna hate fuck me.
She gonna hate fuck.
She gonna hate fuck me because I mind her a fuck boy.
Some dude that got over on her back in the day, and she wanna revenge fuck for the shit, but he ain't here. So you remind her of him.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Weird, bro. Women be weird, bro. Like
they are weird.
I told my girl, I was like, you better not be on this first world weird shit.
Seriously, dude.
Right.
Hey man, this dude. Speaking of girl, it reminds me of our international girlfriends. There's this dude that got a chick that he met. She from Santo Domingo. He's bringing her back over here to America. She been in English classes. Like I said, it don't work for everybody. Some shit backfire, but
how long have they been together?
It's been over a year. He said he had all his shit in the trust anyway. He's like, I ain't worried about taking shit. I got all my shit in the trust. I was like, oh, okay, you've been here before. He said he ain't worried about that shit.
All right. Niggas gonna play hard to get.
She seemed like she pretty cool though. She don't look like one of them. She ain't, she don't have that typical look.
There's a statistic. There's never no particular look. There's a statistic out there, right? Even I had a Dominican woman that I work with even said that, like, she even said, like, if you're gonna bring a woman, if you're gonna bring her back from the Dominican Republic, you gotta give her at least about 5 years. She even said that.
Well, I'm not planning on bringing my baby over here anyway. Like I said, I'm not planning on bringing her ass over here at all.
She's like, you gotta at least build a relationship of at least 5 years, because she even told me, she was just like, if her husband would have brought her back here within a year, she probably would have divorced his ass.
Well, that dude gonna find out the hard way. I'm not bringing my baby over here at all.
And she was just like, and I asked her, well, why would you have done that? She was just like, it was too much freedom. And I was like, "What do you mean by too much freedom?" She was like, "I could walk." She was like, "I could literally walk from. I could walk a mile from where I live at to a store and won't have to worry about being attacked or raped."
Mm.
And then she was just like, "I had." So, she's like, "Dude," she's like, "Even as a married woman, she's like, I had some of the best select men trying to holler at me when I came over
Yep.
here."
Yep.
And so she was just like, if I would have came here when I was younger and didn't have no repertoire, not like no repertoire with her husband, she was just like, yeah, I would
Rapport.
have left his
Rapport.
report. Yeah, report. Why I say repertoire?
You said repertoire. Like you
Oh
were saying
shit, report.
repertoire, which is like you was about to say repertoire, which is like a collection of either skills
Yeah,
or opposites.
rapport. What the fuck?
Rapport, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, she explained me if I had no rapport with this thing, I'd been gone, all that shit. And so
Hmm.
I have had, even my girl mom told me, if you're gonna bring her to United States, you gotta give her some time too before you do that.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not permanently bringing my girl over here. Only thing I will do is I will get her and her son a tourist visa. So if they, if maybe in the summertime or some shit like that, come over here for about maybe, because she still has her job and she likes what she does. She does hair and everything. She feels an obligation to her clients to keep them pretty. So even when we was talking about what she wanted to do in the future, she was like, I want my business to stay here in Santo Domingo Norte because she has an obligation to her clients. She just has that loyalty to them. So anything that's happened with her hair business, I know it's just gonna have to grow, but it's gonna have to grow from Santo Domingo Norte. Like whether it becomes a shopping mall, wherever she would like get another location and whatnot, it's gonna be in Santo Domingo Norte. And she can open up other, if she wanted to, she can open up other, salons in other parts of the country or the city, whatever. But I know for a fact she's gonna want to grow it from there. So I know she's not gonna want to come over here and stay for no long period of time. You know what I'm saying? She don't have that
Yeah.
desire to be over here, which is good. I'm glad I found me one of them that don't have a desire to be in America. But during the summer times or something, maybe come over here for a week, 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Because she got to come meet my mom and all that shit. But yeah, man, we getting off subject. We getting off subject. Let's get back to the Diddy.
Yeah. Just build, like I said, just build rapport and shit,
Mm-hmm.
that, because it's like I tell most dudes. Oh, when y'all bring it back and shit goes wrong, oh, I'm just laughing at niggas' faces from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mm-hmm.
other nigga I told, when we first did this passport shit, when I first started talking about this passport shit, he just started talking to a girl and he was talking for her for about a year and shit like that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. How often have you seen her? He was like, I haven't seen her yet. I was like, well,
What?
I was like, when are you gonna go see her? He was like, well, she's gonna come over here to see me. And I told him, I was like, don't do that. I was like, don't do that. And he was like, no, I'm just doing it like that. I was like, you don't get your feelings hurt, right? He's like, nah, she ain't like that. I was like, bruh, I hate being right, bruh. Just go out there and see her first. Just see her first and all that. Get the chance to know her. You feel me? Just let her get the chance to know you. Let y'all culture slowly mingle into one, and y'all create something new. That nigga didn't want to
Right.
do that. Nigga, never heard from that bitch ever again. Booked her a ticket from the Philippines. Never heard from her ever again.
Dang.
And he told me that story, and I was laughing and shit. His feelings got hurt when I was laughing because he was like, "This shit ain't funny, man. That bitch broke my heart," and I just kept on laughing. and and one of the dudes
No,
chicks
nigga,
are
you
like,
broke your heart, nigga. You broke your heart. She ain't break your heart. You broke your heart because your dumb ass ain't do what you supposed to do.
I told this dumbass nigga, he was like, whoa, why are you laughing at this man? That man, I was like, I told this dumbass nigga, don't bring this bitch over here until he get the chance to know her and shit. And this dumbass motherfucker told me, oh, my game is good. I got good gaming shit. And I was like, apparently you don't, nigga. Talking about my game type, my game better, and all that shit. And I was just like,
Your game looser than a $2 crack hole, goddamn, in fucking Fourth Ward, fucking New Orleans, nigga.
I was like, yo, nigga, I was raised around Dominicans all my life. Niggas fresh off the fucking boat. I'm like, nigga, I was in like close to downtown Hartford and living with Dominicans, and nigga, we had a chicken coop. We had a chicken coop. We in a fucking city, Sean.
I know.
We're in a city.
I know they got
We have
chicken
a
coops
chicken
in the
coop.
city, nigga. Yeah, I know. My best friend dad had goats in the
With a
backyard,
big
nigga,
ass
in North
Dominican
Miami.
flag in our backyard. So this motherfucker, it was just how this nigga. I was like, I was like, bro, I try to tell you this shit, nigga. Don't sit here and talking about foreign women, yada yada yada. I was like, bro, it's because if y'all niggas was so smart, nigga, why y'all having problem getting pussy in the States? If y'all niggas so smart,
If you can't get
you
pussy
got
here, you
problem
can't
getting.
if you can't get pussy here, you gonna go and have problems getting pussy everywhere. You got to pay for that
I'm like,
shit. Cause these whole motherfuckers ain't stupid. They know a lame nigga when they see a name nigga. It don't matter. You ain't got to speak their language. They know a lame nigga. Just like the one that we both mutually know proposing to a damn alleged prostitute, a woman that hangs out with whores. You know, that's some bullshit, man.
it was funny because I was deleting. Who the fuck is this ugly nigga? I was like, oh, that's the yeah. I just started laughing. Sorry, bro. Whenever I have one of these really bad days I be having sometimes, bro, I just look at a picture at that nigga and start laughing, bro. I feel good about my
I
life.
know, right?
I feel good. I'm like, you know what? Life ain't that hard, bro.
I'm telling you, man. This cat, folks, before we go back to the video, we just got to recap on this. We have to reminisce on this shit. So we have a mutual person that used to be, I guess, an associate / friend, whatever. Shit, this motherfucker, man. So we goes to fucking DR together, right? Well, I was there first, and then he came in, or Dragon actually came in, then him. This nigga, I ain't gonna go through the whole story because it's long and it's gonna piss me off again. So this nigga, right? He goddamn, to make a long story short, because it can't get long. This motherfucker eating mango coochie, prostitute cooch, prostitute snatch, whole taint. You know what I'm saying? He munching on whole taint now. Cause the chick came, tainted holes, whole taint. I'm talking about this chick that he supposedly had been communicating with comes to the damn Airbnb with a prostitute. How I know? Because somebody that was mutually known by all of us beat this chick down and had to pay for the draws. One of her friends. He beat one of her friends down and had to pay for the draws. Normal. Prostitution is the oldest damn, profession in the world. That's not, god damn, she's sexy. That's not what I'm talking about. The thing is, after this chick finished up with him, she goes in the room with her friend and our dude friend, ex-friend, associate. And what was said and what is known is that somebody got munched on after she got beat down. And this chick also hangs out with this chick. So he goes at so the next trip he goes over, he sneaks down there, ain't tell none of us now.
No,
He
hold
goes
on.
down there.
Fuck that. No, hold
What?
on. You skipped out a important detail, bro. Fuck
What that he
that.
was eating?
This
He was eating beat
no
down coochie.
no. This motherfucker left the group and make it seem like he was basically like, oh, all views don't fit the same as his views, yada yada yada, and all this shit.
Oh
And
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
tried to make it seem like, you know what,
We
he
were the
tried to make
bad
it seem
guys.
well, like we were kind of bad guys, you know, and all that shit. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, what the fuck is his problem and shit? He did all of that because he was too of a coward to be like, yo, I'm wifing this up.
Well, he did all that because he's a pussy.
He did all that shit because he's a fucking coward.
Mm-hmm.
All of that shit because you can't even stay on, and that's why I'm like, I don't respect niggas like that. You can't even stand on your
Absolutely
own
not.
2 squares and be like, you know what, I'm buying this.
Absolutely not. He can't stand on shit. And then got the nerve, and then think you can sit there and goddamn vet a chick. Can't even vet a chick properly. You son
Nigga,
of a bitch.
that's
Over
not
here,
even
goddamn,
that,
gonna
bro.
wife up white. He didn't
That's
even
not
attempt to
vetting the
vet. He didn't
bitch.
even attempt to vet the bitch.
That's not even vetting the bitch, bro. That's basically saying, you know what, fuck it.
I like hoes. I love hoes. I like marrying hoes.
That's basically he literally picked the bitch out the crowd. Like, what you do? How many dicks you have sucked in your life? 100. All right, we good.
Perfect. You're
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh my god. He got another video, man, on his page of her cooking in the kitchen or some shit. That bitch look like she can't even cook worth fuck. Which is terrible for being a Dominican chick.
what you said? That bitch should feed that nigga gruel.
Gruel, nigga. This bitch is gruel, nigga. Fucking gruel, dog. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Yo,
I know good and damn well.
I ain't gonna lie,
I know
bro.
good and damn well this is not this goddamn dude chick.
Hey, nigga. I think we was driving when you said that shit. I was driving when you said that shit. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Yo, almost got in an accident, bro.
Dude.
Almost ran off the road, bro, because that shit was funny. I was like, wait, what? Gruel?
Gruel, nigga. Gruel, nigga.
Feed that nigga prison foods that come in bags.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, dog. And I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this shit, dog. I'm trying to find this shit, nigga. I wish I could find. You know, I can't. I'm not gonna look through it, dude. I was gonna go on his TikTok page and find that shit. This nigga got gruel. This nigga was getting fed gruel, dog. We can't. That'll be another night. Fuck that shit. Let's go back to the tape, folks. We have digressed like a motherfucker. Ooh, we didn't digress, boy.
Kid Cudi story.
Eating gruel, goddamn.
That nigga eating gruel, man. It's like you got a Dominican chick that can supposed to know how to cook, and you over there eating gruel, nigga. It's kind of like how you see them TikToks where the chicks can't cook and they goddamn put the shit out there and like they had like somebody made like a goddamn ham and cheese sandwich and you see like the bread with the ham on it and they got like blocks of fucking cheese they done cut up and put on that bitch instead of slices. It's like that. You be like, who the fuck is this? You know, the raw chicken on the plate. That bitch ain't cooked all the way through. It was like kind of like that, dog.
I'm about to make my girl a YouTube channel called Cooking with her name, nigga. Yeah, nigga, when she blow up, nigga, I'm gonna be like, all right, time to put a baby in you.
Yep, time to put a baby in you.
And she was fucking around on Diddy. She said,
I'm gonna let it play a little bit. I gotta go get something.
They had broken up. I don't think you can ever break up with Diddy, because they still together in court. Anyway, she was fucking around with Kid Cudi, and Diddy got livid, hotter than fish grease. She could have cooked catfish on this motherfucker's face. Anyway, so this motherfucker got so hot, he threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Told Cassie that. That's what she said on the stand. And that motherfucking car did blow up. Now that
Producers, you don't need a fancy setup like this. What you need is proven timeless melodies, chord progressions, and samples that have been proven to work in hit songs. We went and analyzed the hits of the last 7 decades and used it to produce the Producer Sound Capsule. I'm here inside the Producer Sound Capsule, and as you can see, it's split up into decades, so you simply pick whichever decade of music you want to be inspired by. Let me just pick the 2000s, for example, and drag and drop a melody that captures the magic and uses hit-proven chord.
Is a reason for that motherfucker to be in jail, because that's a crime to blow up somebody's car. Because what if the nigga was in it? I think that's
Fucking ad. Sorry, y'all.
racketeering charges right there, because he sent that hit and had that motherfucker's car blown up. So, you know, that is a crime. But fucking is becoming illegal. You better just make love. You better.
Speaking
Now,
of,
hold on.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. Get that out, because what I got to say, man, is I ain't gonna forget. Go ahead.
Go ahead and say what you gotta say. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
Speaking of fucking being illegal, did y'all see what our president did today? Him and Melania Trump.
No, what? Man, I've been asleep all day. What happened?
So he wrote a bill, or started a bill. Yeah, wrote a bill. Basically, it's been deviants out there that have taken the likeness of people and have used it in an explicit manner to get gain. Or let's say some kids have, like one kid killed themselves or unalived themselves because of bullying, because of being, I think they had their likeness taken and it was put in like some explicit content or some shit like that. So they wrote a bill to protect the children of our country by making that shit illegal and being punishable up to 3 years in prison. If you take somebody's likeness, you use AI, whatever that is, to do anything explicit. If you put something explicit up on the internet without the person's consent that's in that video or whatever, that shit's illegal now. But I guarantee you, these ratchet ass bitches in America gonna take that shit the wrong way and gonna think he's putting a porn ban.
Which I'm be honest with you, bro. We're getting close to it.
Right, but I'm saying I know, but what I'm saying is that these bitches out here probably gonna think he's goddamn trying to ban porn right now. Like with this bill, with this exact bill. We could be getting close to that shit. But when you think about it, 10.9 million women between the ages of 18 to 24 have a OnlyFans account. And 85 million men in this country are subscribers to porn. Porn is an addiction.
Yeah. Well, whenever President J.D. Vance
Yep, we calling it already.
President J.D. Vance, nigga, you gonna get an abortion ban and he getting a goddamn porn ban.
Yep.
And
well, I mean, it's in the States. I don't think they're gonna overturn that shit that's in the States. They didn't kick it out to the States. He's a little bit more neocon than he's more neocon than he is a MAGA.
Nah, his MAGA ways, he's MAGA. He got Trump's back, so he's MAGA.
Yeah, but when he become president, you said when he become president, he may do some neocon shit.
I believe he ain't. I believe he pretty much he changed like a motherfucker, because you gotta understand, J.D. Vance ain't no way in hell J.D. Vance was ever supposed to be even vice president, because he's a poor man.
Yeah, he is poor. He is a poor man. He came up poor.
Yeah, and so remember, presidents is only meant for the elite. He's gonna be the first president that wasn't born with a silver spoon.
Yep. Because it's nobody on that side of the aisle, dude, that can fuck with JD Vance right now.
Yeah.
If it is, we don't know him. We don't know him yet.
They're just
They're not public.
JD Vance, he was supposed to, they was just like, well, JD Vance, he's not a real debater. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I mean, there's a pit bull on the debate stage. You lost your damn mind.
I was like, are you fucking? I was like, the problem with JD Vance is what the problem was with JD Vance is what he actually did, and what, in my opinion, made him won the Democrat race was not being a fucking pit bull. I was like, Tim Watts, you can't be a pit bull for against Tim Watts and Kamala Harris. So what he did was he did a lot of understanding all that shit. But I have watched JD Vance annihilate a motherfucking interviewer in the middle of interview.
Hell yeah, he didn't annihilate many of them. Made them look stupid. It's like y'all. It's like I'm surprised they had a job after the fucking interview. Seriously. Like, god damn, JD, you had to do him like that, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, he and the way he did him was so diabolical, bro. It's like that person cannot have any face left. You've taken their whole face off. But okay, JD, but we getting off subject again, man. Let's get back to the Diddy shit.
Hear the moans.
Shit, yeah. Oh yeah. So Sean, what I was going to say is, so with the whole Diddy shit, I feel like they trying to open up something else.
Oh, of course. This is not the end of it, dog. This is not the end of it, man.
I feel like the defense attorney has been smart.
He has.
Like, and because what it seems like the prosecution is trying to bait them into open up something so they open up another case. Because for me,
the DOJ is paying attention, nigga. The DOJ paying attention.
See, for me is, if they would have asked Cassie with one question, it could have fucked the whole world up for Diddy. If the defense prosecutor just be like, why didn't you attempt to leave if you were such a bad person?
She's not being cross-examined yet, has she? I don't think she has. No, I think it's just the attorney general. She's the witness for them, so she hasn't been cross. I don't think she's been. I don't think she's had defense ask her any questions yet.
Why didn't you leave? And she could be like,
I don't think it's
Did he admit to me he killed Tupac?
I know, right? That could have been the case. Like I said, I don't think it's the cross-examinations have not happened yet. She's a witness for the prosecution. The cross-examinations have not happened yet, bro. But when they do, it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
All the witnesses that have come, think about it. He's the defendant, right? This case is against him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has not had the chance to defend himself. There's no cross-examination of these witnesses have not occurred yet. All this shit is the prostitution. The prosecution. Excuse me, folks. All of this is the prosecution. They are displaying their witnesses. They're presenting their witnesses first because it's their case against him. He has not had a chance to defend anything. So that's why we're getting all this. But all that means all these witnesses are going to be brought back up again for the defense to have their time at them. But let's keep going.
You smack on the ass and pull her hair, you're going to jail. No more fucking. Just making love. Boom! We'll be right back after this commercial break. Just blowing up niggas' cars. That motherfucker's the devil.
Hey, I like because his commercial breaks really ain't commercial breaks. They just breaks for him to put his damn his fucking graphics up and shit. But it trips me out when Eddie, whenever he go to a commercial break, sometimes he'll just walk off the stage, be talking shit. Like, that motherfucker's the devil.
Let's continue with the Diddy. He attacked her multiple times.
Cassie has aged well, bro, but she look like she has some work done though, or she just got fat in the face. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. That's why she looks like that.
No, she got a nose job. Cassie,
she did.
She got a lot of plastic surgery done. She aged terrible.
Yeah, and she's pregnant too. But when you listen to all the shit she did and look at her now, it's like this bitch is a $2 hoe. Oh my god. $2 hoe, bro.
Well, her husband divorcing her ass, bro.
Oh yeah. He gonna wait till this shit settled out, and then he gonna wait till that baby come out, and he gonna get full custody because of what she just look. All he got to do is go to court and be like, Your Honor, Your Honor, Your Honor. Bring up all that shit she did with the Diddy shit, nigga. That's full custody and alimony, bro. Because he is a trainer. This is a come up. He has come up, nigga. This nigga's about to be a millionaire.
Well, this is the reason why I tell women who are my friends, you need to pick your sexual encounters, your partners, the men you're going to deal with in your life. This is the reason why you honestly, this is the reason why it is up to you to be more careful of you picking the right man more than it's up to a man picking the right woman. Because I'll be real with you. A woman picking the right man, shit, that's a come up for some women. If you have, if some women, if you get in a relationship with the right dude, bro, it's a come up.
Women,
y'all ladies.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Y'all ladies.
More y'all ladies come up more in the relationship more than anything.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna put it to you like this, and ladies, I know ladies hate this comparison, but it makes sense to us because us men are logical. Think about it like this: you guys are y'all women, especially if you are a 10, you're young, don't have no kids, all that good stuff. You up there at the top of the realm when it comes to women. You're like Ferraris. You're sitting in a lot. You're a Ferrari nobody has driven yet. The only thing that has happened is that you have been taken out of the goddamn assembly line. They crunk your ass up. You probably was driven a good 100, 200 miles, and then they put your ass on a fucking trailer. And all the only miles is you getting bagged off the trailer and getting put back on the trailer, depending on wherever you're getting sent to. But wherever you are at that point, wherever you live at, you are like a Ferrari on a lot. But at the same time, you also have the privilege of being able to pick who the fuck drives you, who the fuck gets in your cockpit, aka gunny hole, and puts the key in the ignition. You have the implicit privilege to pick who is your driver, unlike these Ferraris out here. But they still, when you go get a Ferrari, you got to have good ass credit. They look at all that shit. You become a part of a club. That shit is very, very fucking exclusive. That's where you need to think about your box, your body, your person, your being. You need to be very scrutinizing. You have to be very scrutinizing of who puts their key in your ignition. Like you a Ferrari. Who drives Ferraris, y'all? Only the best of the best. Only the wealthiest men. Y'all have that privilege of choosing the right man. You have to choose the right man who's going to be in your life. If not, shit like this happen. This chick now has gone through all that diabolical shit in her younger life. Now she faces the damn possibility of a man that one makes less money than her, of getting not only her fucking child in full custody, but also getting her to pay money monthly to this nigga. Because I'm telling you, her husband divorced her, she paying alimony, and he getting full custody of that kid. Guaranteed. But guess what? She chose the nigga. You went from Diddy to a fucking personal trainer. But just to take it even bit better, you chose to fuck with Diddy because Diddy had all that money. He was a man that had options. Y'all fell for it. Y'all fall for it every fucking time. There's nothing wrong with getting a man that has options and is financially goddamn able to take care of you and give you the lifestyle you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all are hypergamous. That's how y'all built. But you also need to look at the character of the guy. Guarantee she know Diddy was doing all that crazy shit even before she got with his ass. It's Diddy. You know who the fuck that is? Mr. Take That. Oh, yes, take that, all right. He been taking all kind of shit. But anyway.
We all remember the video of him whooping her ass in the hotel. Yeah, he was skull dragging, kicking it.
Hold on. You hold on. Was that nigga in the towel?
Yeah, he was in the tower.
Boy, man, I gotta get the man. Hey, if Diddy go down, bro, I just got asking one thing: what brand of towel was that, nigga? Because that shit was like goddamn only stuck on that nigga like Velcro.
Nigga, that's them expensive ass goddamn terry cloth towels they have in them very expensive ass motherfucking hotels and shit. That's what that
They
nigga had.
got, man, they got that motherfucker
It
stuck to his body.
might have been that shit where you know they have some towels that they're made specially to just wrap around you. Like they got a little elastic band and shit. You just pull that shit up like some pants. Could have been that shit too.
I never seen no. That's a diabolical towel too. Lock the towel up.
Boy, you stupid.
She sued the hotel, and I think she won $10 million. So, you know, if it wasn't about money,
Her husband gonna get all that shit.
make it make sense to me. You should thank the hotel for putting out that video because we got to see you getting your ass whipped. Now you got proof, and now you wanted to. And then, how is you talking? Because he paid you $20 million. So you
signed an NDA.
You supposed to,
but see, this is what Eddie don't realize. The NDA is a civil NDA. It's not a criminal. In criminal cases, those NDAs don't stand up. That's civil. So she can't sue him civilly for anything that he does. But it does not stand up in criminal court.
be quiet. But now, you got paid multiple times. See see, this is all smoke and mirrors. This is bigger shit going on right than this. Let's dig in the end. See, soon as he sued the alcohol company, Cassie got a call from them. Took him 3 months from the time he said he gonna sue the motherfucking alcohol company to Cassie, but making a case. And then she got the money from the alcohol company to make the case. Then Puffy gave her 20, and then the hotel gave her 10. This is she's slick. She's slicker than grease. She's slicker than baby oil. She's slicker than baby oil.
Look at the baby oil.
Now she might have been oiled up a couple of times, but that is slicker than
glistening
baby oil. Pissy. And then the trainer that she married, Puffy got her the trainer. So
so the trainer might be a plant, dude, to get some money back. Nah, I doubt that. She ain't gonna get that much. He ain't gonna get that much money back. That train.
Oh, no. Time out. So her husband, she's married to.
Puffy got her that motherfucker.
Yo, this shit is diabolical, bro.
It's diabolical as fuck. He's diabolical. Hence the title of the YouTube, folks. Please like, share, subscribe. Diddy Is Diabolical. Let's go.
I even know. I thought she met the trainer.
Nope. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe, folks.
I thought she met her husband after Diddy. Wow.
Like, share, and subscribe, people.
Oh my god, nigga, this shit is worse, bro.
Oh, this shit's crazy. This shit is crazy.
So you telling me, bro, that this nigga a cuck?
He's a cuck. Probably got the trainer from the Swingers Club. Probably did. Never know.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing, bro.
It's diabolical, dog. It's diabolical. And the husband, the alleged husband, I say alleged because this motherfucker had probably preconceived agenda before he even got with her ass. It's about to come up like a motherfucker. Why can't happen to me, Lord? Why can't happen to me?
Well, the motherfucker that got his pregnant. See, it's wheels go round and round we go. Just make love. No more fucking. Damn, stank it. The trainer got pregnant by the motherfucker. I wonder, is he pissing in her mouth? He probably kissing her too. You pissing mouth motherfucker.
Ellie Griffin is a fool. Oh, this nigga here is a fool, man. Oh, shit.
Piss in this bitch's mouth. No, she said piss in my mouth. I know R. Kelly's in jail crying like a motherfucker. God damn it, I just pissed on bitches and I'm locked up. This nigga and pissing in the bitch's mouth. And then they got people outside protesting. They getting paid $20 an hour. Not guilty to all the was the criminal cause. So what? He
fucked up,
pisses
y'all.
in
My
bitches'
bad.
mouths and truckloads, and then threw some other shit in there to put them motherfuckers to sleep so that they could just rape and put them in the dookie. Got livid. How did the fish grease? You couldn't cook catfish because he sent that hit, and the car did blow up. Now that is the reason for that motherfucker to be in jail, because that's a crime to blow up somebody's car. Because what if the nigga was in it? I think that's racketeering charges right there, because he sent that hit and had that motherfucker's car blown up. So, you know, that is a crime. But fucking is becoming illegal. You better just make love. You better hear them moan. Yeah, he was dragging, skull dragging, kicking and all kind of shit. And then she sued the hotel. And I think she won slicker than baby oil. She's slicker than baby oil. Now, she might have been oiled
I had
up
to
a couple
find where we were,
times.
y'all.
That is
Sorry
slicker
about
than
that.
baby oil. The trainer got pregnant by the motherfucker. I wonder, is he pissing in her mouth? He probably kissing her too. You pissing mouth motherfucker.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist,
Fucking ads. Fucking ads.
Meanwhile, outside the courtroom,
This is how. Shut the fuck up. This is the bubble. I said, shut the fuck up. I said, I called you a bitch. I called you a bitch. When a grown man speaks, you shut the fuck up.
He said, when a grown man speaks, you shut the fuck up.
in the courtroom, you know, they made him watch the freak-offs. And yeah, I'm quite sure there was a lot of hard dicks in there. And those 12 jurors, all them female seats were wet. They got moist. Trust me. Watching them freak-offs. That's what everybody on planet Earth want to see, them freak-offs. Because you want to get off to them freak-offs. Yeah. I got hard just reading about that. God damn. How you get in that courtroom? And what is the blackout? We seen OJ's trial play out in real time. How come we can't see Diddy's trial? You can put it on the Playboy channel.
Because OJ's trial was
watch that
state. Hey, show federal cases, y'all.
Here's the tour dates. I'll be in a city near you coming soon. I will be
Y'all
in
follow
Niagara
Eddie
Falls,
Griffin. I
Ontario,
enjoy following him.
at the Niagara Falls View Casino, Avalon Theater, 6/6/25. I will be at Close Memorial
Why you
Hall,
playing this
Indianapolis,
shit?
Indiana, 6 Dominion Energy, Highland,
We
California,
using his content,
at 30th and 31st.
Yeah, nigga, you ain't supposed you ain't supposed to show people's promos and shit.
So look, this is what really happened, right? So basically, we wake up early in the morning, right, for prayer line. Damn, my door opens, right? And I walk out, and the homie's right there standing there, and he calls me over, and he's like, Travis, come here. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, bro, I'm about to get this nigga. And I was like, who? He's like, Corey. I was like, for what? And he's like, this fool keeps on talking shit. And I already told him, I don't play like that, bro. I'm going to get you if you don't stop talking shit. So then I was like, all right, don't trip. I'm right here. So then all of a sudden, that fool's door opens, that fool comes out. And then that fool runs up on him, and that fool starts stabbing that fool. But you can just...
All right, we're only going to show a little bit of this, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this has to go with the bad selection of men that black women tend to go for and support. The guy out here, Sonny, they said it's alleged that there's what's the name of that shit? They created a GoFundMe for this nigga to support him stabbing Tory Lanez. Okay, here's the crazy part. This nigga here is in jail for fucking abusing a a adolescent or teenage girl, but black women are fucking supporting this nigga. That goes to show you, black women in this country, for the most part, y'all damn selection criteria has to be low as fuck.
Just tell that fool got his lungs punctured because when he was laying on the ground, he's right there yelling, "Help! Please stop! Stop! Help!"
PC. It's for people who are not good for the main line. You've been kicked out your set. You ex-cop, child molester, pedophile. They just put them all in there together. Bound to just be a great time. Sure, nothing's gonna happen. The freaks of the criminal world. They ain't gonna let him on the main line because he'd have been dead on arrival. Because he was dating this 13-year-old girl.
This is the guy that they talking about. The guy they talking he was dating a 13-year-old.
The Mexican that stabbed up Tory Lane. They got into an argument and he shot the 13-year-old in the face. So that's why he's in there. And that's why he can't go to main population, because he's a pedophile. So anyway, they were in the visiting room and they saying that the Mexican wife, I don't know who would name, but
What's up? What's up?
Like I said, there's a motherfucker for everybody on earth. I don't give a fuck. You see the ugliest bitch in town. There's two motherfuckers fighting over her right now. Trust and believe that. Anyway, so his wife came to visit, and I guess she was hollering at Tory Lane, and then Mexican, hey, that's my wife. Stop talking to it. And Tory said something to this effect: if I wanted your bitch, I'd take her. 14 stabs later. So, all this Meg Thee Stallion shot in the foot. There's video footage of her not getting shot in the foot. There's video footage of a glass breaking when the car door opened and she stepped out and the mother stabbed her right through the foot. So that's bullshit. So I think Tory Lane needs to be let out, because if he's in there for shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot, then that's evidence. And, that's a mistrial. We need a retrial or something. Anyway, but I'm glad Tory Lane pulled through that. And I'm wishing him and his family the best. And, y'all just stay away from each other. And, motherfuckers trying to say Jay-Z and Rock Nation had something to do with it. That's bullshit. It was just,
I don't know, Eddie. I don't know now.
Some penitentiary shit. If he'll shoot a 13-year-old girl in the face, he'll stab a rapper up. So that's it. This story was told to me by, a couple of Mexican partners of mine. So there you have it.
That's enough about that. But yeah, this shit diabolical going on out here, folks, in these streets. It's diabolical. You hear me? Diabolical. This whole Diddy shit, Diddy case, this shit's crazy, man. I mean, so much stuff is going on with this. It's going to be so much that comes out of this. And now, hold on. What's this they talking about? What's this they talking about right here now? Hold on, folks. We got something else we might have to check out. Let's see.
And Andy, she's no victim. Far be it from me to ever take away someone's victimization, but she is no victim. She is a co-conspirator. I am the only surviving witness from back then of his first set of victims.
J-Lo faces court grilling in Diddy trial as his legal team fights to dismiss evidence from infamous 1999 New York club shooting.
There is video footage out there. If I'm not mistaken, she was interviewed by Entertainment Tonight years ago. And they asked her, why did she and Puffy break up? And she said, let's just say she looked around with a pregnant pause and said, our relationship ended with a bang. The video's out there.
We have got to talk about J-Lo and if she's going to be possibly called into this trial. But guys, I just want to shout out quickly my good friend Andy Signor over at Popcorn Planet. He actually interviewed the victim. She's actually come on his show before, but he interviewed the victim specifically about J-Lo, that nightclub shooting, and what happened back in 1999. He's interviewed about that, but specifically they're talking about this trial and bringing in different tea. So we're going to cut to that in a second, but I want to shout him out. And I will link the original below, but I want to give you a little bit from this article first, just to lay some groundwork. Jennifer Lopez faces being dragged into ex Sean Diddy Combs' high-profile sex trafficking trial as prosecutors seek to use evidence from the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting that led to both stars being arrested. Now, I just want to just say this. At that time, there was a rapper named Shine, and he was under Bad Boy's label. And he actually got convicted for that shooting, for those charges, and went to jail, I believe, or prison for about 10 years. But he has come out last year, I want to say, because I covered it. I can't remember all the details. But last year, he came out. He is now I forget what island he's from, but he's from the Caribbean, but he is now like a politician. Like, he got out and completely changed his life. But it was assumed for a lot of years that he just took the fall for Diddy, that Diddy somehow paid him or convinced him or bribed him or blackmailed him into taking the fall for that shooting. But everyone always believed that Diddy was the one that actually did it. Well, then Shine came out last year and was like, I did not shoot him. And essentially saying that like Diddy is the one who did the shooting. The witness, the lady we're going to get to, she says it was Diddy who shot her, not Shine. And she has been very clear about that for years, since the beginning. But somehow prosecutors went after Shine. So it's really wild. It's a whole thing. I might pop in a clip or something like that here, but let's continue with this story for now.
Like, share, subscribe, people. We come in, like, share,
singer and then
subscribe.
boyfriend Diddy were at a club in New York in Manhattan on December 27th, 1999, when gunfire broke out inside the venue. The music mogul was accused of firing a gun in the shootout that left 3 people injured, including Natania Rubin, who was struck in the face but miraculously survived. I believe it hit her in her nose. She had to have plastic surgery. It hit her directly in the face. It was really awful, pretty gruesome. Both J-Lo and Diddy were arrested in relation to the incident, but Lopez was not charged and Combs was later acquitted. Okay, so it was all about the gun charge, I believe, that he was on trial for, or the shooting itself. Either way, Diddy got off. He skated by, and Shine is the one that took the fall and went to prison. Diddy's lawyers are now fighting to exclude the incident from evidence in his upcoming trial. So this first part of this article was like a little bit before the trial kicked off. Okay, so but now we're in the middle of the trial. So if it's like using like the trial is to begin, just know that they refreshed the article over this weekend and added more details, but the original was like a few days before the trial started. Court documents filed earlier this month revealed that Bad Boy founder is also seeking to exclude the notorious video of him beating up his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, from the case, arguing that nobody could authenticate it. So, but the video got in. Okay, so we know that. So there's J-Lo and Diddy back in the day.
Every single summer, I hear guys swearing off alcohol and sugar to get ripped, and it never.
Okay, there that is Diddy walking on Star Island, where in Miami. This is where he lived. They call it Billionaire Island.
Hell, he looked possessed right here. Look at this shit. He looked terrible.
Where a bunch of billionaires have homes there. And that is where it was. A lot of things have gone down in that home, but that home is where you saw the Miami home getting raided. It was there. This is a video of him after he was raided, before he was arrested, him just going on these walks with his security. And of course, wearing this necklace, I guess, of his parents or grandparents or something, trying to look like a family man, like dragging your young daughters into the court. But I will say this about his daughters coming into court. Keep in mind, they're the same age as Cassie when he began grooming her. So there you go. All right, continuing. They're talking about the racketeering thing, but here we go. Okay, so Diddy's lawyers made their pitch to the judge in motions that are usually filed this close to a trial, and are one of the last chances for the defense to shape what will be kept back from the jury. The fact prosecutors are aiming to use the club New York shooting means that Lopez seems set to be mentioned during trial. After the incident, Diddy and Lopez left the club and were chased by police through Manhattan, and they were stopped. Officers found a stolen gun in the car. Lopez was not charged, but Diddy was put on trial for gun and bribery charges and acquitted. So that's what I was saying. He was never charged for the shooting, just the gun charges. Okay. And I didn't know there was bribery included in that. This man, it's always some bribery with him. So there she is, Netanya, where she got shot. Okay. Just another picture of Diddy. They just fill this whole thing up with pictures. Ugh. Anyone finds this man attractive. It is all money. I'm sorry. That's the only way you can be attracted to that. But let's keep going. In the legal filings, Diddy's lawyers argued that the testimony of a key witness in the Club New York shooting was patently incredible because he claimed the rapper tried to bribe him. While the witness in question was not named, it appeared to refer to Diddy's former chauffeur, Wardell Fenderson, who claims he was asked to take the blame for the gun being found in the car, just like Shine was to take the blame for the actual shooting. Diddy's lawyers say this story was highly questionable because no $50,000 diamond ring Diddy supposedly used to try and bribe Fenderson with was ever found. Assuming the story is true would be a fantastical assumption, Diddy's lawyers claimed. They also objected to prosecutors bringing up accusations that he beat up a record executive in New York in 1999. He admitted harassment and was sentenced to an anger management class. Diddy's attorney said the common thread running through the government's trial strategy is to argue that Mr. Combs has been a criminal his whole life and is a bad person. Well, the stories are out there. Okay, the stories are out there. People, all these people aren't making it up. We've seen it, Diddy. Look at J-Lo. Is she upset about something? He's getting chewed out. Was she part of the freak-offs? All the women that he's been with, I feel like they were part of the freak-offs. Jennifer Lopez was not a huge star back then. She was just like a Cassie. She was older, but she was like a Cassie. She was closer in age to Diddy. She's older. But
stop, Melanie, stop. She'd already made a few movies by then. She was a little bit higher than Cassie at that point.
From what I'm seeing, Cassie was not the first one. She was not the first person that he put through the freak-offs and the abuse and all of that.
No, hold on, Melanie. You're reaching now, baby. You're reaching.
Yeah, she is reaching like a motherfucker.
Because the whole shit with Diddy, that was J-Lo's way of getting out from fucking with Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, okay, with J-Lo, after she stopped fucking with Diddy, he just went on these years of making these sad songs. I want you back, J-Lo, yada yada yada.
Yeah, they was in love. Shit. He was in love with that ass. He was in love with J-Lo.
And the problem is, see, a woman like Cassie, J-Lo, she's part Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
And so all those
was her replacement. He was trying to get somebody like J-Lo.
So all those women that he tried to, like, if you look at all the women that he dealt with,
after
all the
J-Lo.
women, after J-Lo, all the women who, like, example, Cassie, she don't got nobody that's going to, like, go out there and really do something to find her ass. Like, example, J-Lo, she got a bunch of Puerto Rican uncles that be willing to go to war for her. Cassie, I don't know anybody who's going to go to war for Cassie. Honestly, no one didn't know who Cassie was before all this shit.
Of course not. And then Melanie over here reaching, talking about she was like a cat. No, the fuck she wasn't.
I'm trying to figure out who the fuck is Cassie before all of this shit.
Regular ass chick, pretty ass chick you found.
No, because there was a chick I went to high school that looked like Cassie. It's the crazy part about it because I'm not sure if that's the same fucking chick.
Y'all about the same age. Cassie's 38.
Yeah, there was a chick I went to school with, and oh shit, did I go? Hold on 1 second. Hold
You
on.
and Cassie about the same age almost, dude. What, dude? Dead air. We got dead air. Let's go while he's thinking.
Questions about all these people who have stayed so silent, all these celebrities. J-Lo needs to speak out, but of course, I guess she wants to keep her secrets buried, but they're not going to stay buried for so long. There she is again. Okay, in a bigger picture.
Yeah, he loved some J-Lo. That man was not the same after J-Lo. I think everybody that's ever listened to his music, known anything about this man, have any type of experience, even reading about this dude, even seeing him on TV, they remember whenever they broke up, this nigga was not the same.
You want to hear something funny, bro? I see. I see where you be coming from when you be like, yo, you know so many fucking people.
Yeah, you do. You know a lot of motherfuckers.
Want to hear something funny?
What? You went to school, Cass?
Me and Cass.
You fucked Cassie, didn't you?
No. Me and Cassie, we actually we went to the same. She went to the Williams School in Hartford, Connecticut. I just went a couple of years after her.
Oh, so y'all missed each other by just a little bit?
I probably was in school with her. I was just younger by a year.
Yeah. She's just a little older than you. She's 38. You're 36, right? You'll be 37 this year, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's funny because I was like, actually, I never really I never really looked at Cassie. It's just only thing I was looking at was trying to find her ass or titties. Couldn't find none of them bitches.
Yeah, she ain't like she ain't.
She probably is now. She probably thick now. Well, let me see what she look like now. Let me see what she rocking with now. Well, she pregnant, so.
Yeah, she attended the Williams School. Finished high school in 2004. Yep. She sure did. But let's keep moving. Yeah, she went to Williams School and graduated 2004, bro.
Yeah, she looked good now.
The government has defined the racketeering offenses.
She look what now? She look what now?
She gonna look good when she had that baby. But yeah, go ahead and continue, play it.
It's very broad.
You reaching, Melanie? Stop reaching, girl.
Yeah, she reaching like hell.
Personal and professional life spanning 2 decades. On top of the charges, the government now seeks to admit numerous uncharged alleged acts of sexual misconduct and supposed violence. Every bad thing Combs has ever supposedly done in his entire adult life, the attorneys added. The strategy is transparent. All the government really seeks to do is show that Mr. Combs is a violent, dangerous, and deviant person who deserves to be locked up, regardless of whether it can actually prove the somewhat technical elements of the charges of the charged offenses beyond a reasonable doubt. This strategy should not be allowed. All right, so this was then they start to get into the whole Cassie video and all of that.
Recognize his voice.
And I'll just add, don't you agree? Said I want to bring it back to this before wrap because as introduce you that way, but I want people to give you the respect you deserve because you really. The Diddy trial is in. We have John Witherspoon, Esquire here, and
get to it, Melanie. God damn it.
Before I get into playing these clips, I just want to say really quickly, several legal analysis have been done. Okay, there's different people, whether on content creators, or I've been reading legal opinions. The government is proving their case. A lot of people are saying, well, I don't understand the racketeering, or I don't understand how that fits in, or Cassie's lying, or this is happening, that's happening. Understand, the government does not come to play. When they bring you to trial, usually it's going to be a slam dunk. They don't have the high conviction rate that they do for no reason. From what I'm hearing, they are methodically laying out and showing the charges. Their case is pretty solid. Whether you want to believe Cassie or not, they're proving it not just with Cassie, but understand she's just one witness out of many that there's a redundancy. They're going to prove it over and over. So if you don't believe one witness, well, there's another witness, and then another witness, and then another witness.
And then defense is going to bring all these witnesses right back up. So it's going to be a long trial, folks.
And some elements they've already proven, like the prostitution one, that's already been proven through the escorts. If you don't believe Cassie, the escorts, and many more of these men are set to testify. So they are laying out their case, and I don't care what anybody is telling you, the government is not messing up. I don't care if it gets a little fiery. At this point, they are well on their way to convicting Diddy and him spending life in prison. We have to keep following because, again, juries the case.
They was well on their way with goddamn YSL. They was well on their case with damn Gunna and all of them. You see what happened with that?
These can be laid out perfectly, but juries can be fickle. You never know what can happen in a jury trial, right? So I don't want to make it like I know how the end is going to be, but I have been studying this. And guys, I believe he's cooked. He's going to be cooked. So here we go.
And Natanya, who, yes, was shot by Diddy. I hate to always have to introduce you that way, but I want people to give you the respect you deserve because you really went through it. So honored to have you both here. Natanya, you've been on the replays. We've been here. So have you, John. We've been recapping every day's Diddy case trial.
I'm going to skip forward in a second because he does a whole thing talking about the Diddy trial. I will link the original below, but I want to fast forward to another part where Natanya starts talking about that 1999 club shooting.
I want to get to the J-Lo of it all as well because, man, her silence is deafening, Natanya. Like, if she was this victim of Diddy, which I'm not saying she was, clearly she might be less of a victim than she keeps claiming to be, because if she really experienced similar things as Cassie, even remotely, which she's implied she has with the infidelity and so on, holding the firearm, etc., her silence is crazy. Why isn't she getting grilled in court? Why isn't she part of this? In fact, why aren't you, Natanya? That whole case feels incredibly relevant. Don't you agree?
I agree wholeheartedly. And Andy, she's no victim. Listen, far be it from me to ever take away someone's victimization, but she is no victim. She is a co-conspirator. There's a difference. She's a co-conspirator. And here's why. She took the arms into the nightclub by the admission of the two police detectives that investigated the case, Artie Cadigan and Joe Sweeney. They said on another podcast, The Proffer, that she took it in. They reviewed the entire surveillance. The only people that were not searched were J-Lo and Puffy. So not only did she take them in, and we have Cassie verifying that this is in fact a practice that he did.
Not to interrupt, yes, she said it 2 days ago on the stand that she had to do it for him.
And then here's the thing, which is why, like I said the other day, why you have to have someone from the culture, because this is something that is indicative of hood conduct and behavior. Guys give a woman, their girlfriend, the chick that's with the crew, the arms to take into the establishment, because the likelihood is that the men will be searched, but the women won't be so drastically searched. And that is something that is conditional of the hood. It's known, but you have to be of the culture to know the relevance of these things. I mean, if you do a cursory search of hip hop songs where some guy says, "I give my arms to the girl to take in," you will be shocked how many songs come up because it's standard practice. J-Lo is not a victim. She's a co-conspirator, and she needs to be brought in, because not only did she bring it in, but then she threw it out the window when they were evading the police. New York is full. The jails in New York and all over the country are full of people who have done the exact same thing as she. And yet she was allowed to escape. Not anymore.
And to be clear, for those who are saying, "Oh no, but Shine took the heat," and that Shine didn't, you are going to say it again. Shine isn't the one who hit you.
Shine is no victim. Shine.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. What does this have to do with anything with J-Lo? That whole old case. What
They're
does this have to
saying
do?
J-Lo snuck the weapons in the club. She's basically saying that.
Well, I'm talking about what I know. I'm talking about what does this have to do with anything of the case? What Sean did.
What it has to do with anything in the cases? They're saying that J-Lo may be brought up as a witness now. That's how it's connected, because all this shit that went on with the club shooting and shit. That actually Diddy was the one that actually did the shooting, and not Shine.
So, well, what I'm saying is, they're past. Are they going back that far?
They may be going back that far.
Well, what I'm
she
saying,
may be called as a witness by the prosecution.
so if they're going all back that far, this shit. Oh shit! They trying to put some murders on him now.
Yeah, they might even go back as far
I
as
thought this
Tupac,
was.
bro.
I thought this was a sex trafficking case. I didn't know.
Dude,
Oh, I did.
he
I didn't
might be
know it
the
was a.
scapegoat. He might be. They might try to do a lot of shit with him, dude.
No, I didn't know it was a RICO case. I thought it was just a sex
It's a
trafficking
RICO
case.
case. Yeah, it's a RICO case too, bro.
Oh yeah, that nigga Diddy gone, bro.
He gone. He gone.
Diddy.
He gone. Yeah, that's how bad it is, bro.
Because I'm over here confused. I was like, what? I was like, wait. I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything with sex trafficking?
She
Then
got shot in the face by him.
I was
Shine
just like, oh shit, they going after.
They might go
Oh,
after damn J-Lo. They might have to go. They, like you said earlier in the broadcast, you said this shit might lead to other cases. If this shit goes on like this, you may see the DOJ bring J-Lo back in. You might see the DOJ bring somebody else in. Could be Jay-Z. Could be anybody. It's about to be. We about to go through about a year and some change of like just cases. Watch. It's about to be real interesting. Real fucking interesting.
Julius Jones in the shoulder. I was pew-pewed in the face by Puffy. I've said that for 25 years straight. People have selective hearing. People hear what they want to hear. The same way
there was corrupt.
So I paused. When I spoke earlier, I was just speaking about her being a victim, but I wasn't thinking about there were other victims. So Shine did shoot a gun, but he got convicted of shooting, I believe, her as well. But she says it was not Shine who shot me. Shine shot another person, Julius, whatever his name was, Julius. But I was shot directly by Diddy, Puffy at the time. He changed his name, like he changed his shirts. It's crazy.
Option too, no?
so
Absolutely.
hold on.
The same way.
I'm confused. Hold on 1 second, nigga. This nigga going to jail, nigga.
Hell yeah.
This.
Hell yeah. You damn right he going to jail.
A bunch
for
of
a
niggas
long
about to go to
time.
jail. A bunch
For
of
a
niggas about to
long
go to
time.
jail. A bunch of niggas is about to go to jail, bro. Hey, you know who I blame this on?
Who you blaming?
I blame this on Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh,
I
you
blame this on his ass.
snitching ass.
Well, you gotta remember, the feds ain't have nobody until Chicago. Tekashi 6ix9ine. The feds have never been able to infiltrate hip hop, rap, or none of that shit until Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You do have a point.
Yeah.
You do have a point, sir.
When that shit was happening, I was telling people, I was like, oh no, what's going to happen is the feds probably finally got somebody, actual fucking informant inside now.
There you have it. Tekashi 6ix9ine might be telling everybody.
No. What I'm saying is that a lot of motherfuckers is literally about to go down. This
Hollywood included.
This shit is about to be glorious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, watching all these freaks and weirdos get what they've been asking for.
Hey, what was it that Cat said in the Shannon Sharp interview? He said a lot of big dick deviants is about to go down in 2024. But it's 2025. That's what he meant, 2025.
Because they know when I walk in the room, heads go down.
Yeah, heads go down.
Heads go down. I'm like, damn, nigga, what the fuck you know?
What he say? He said, oh no, I collect information. That's what I do. I collect information. Shannon.
I collect information.
I collect information. That's why, Shannon, whenever I walk in the room, heads go down. They go down, Shannon.
No, because when he sat
all
down, it was just like it sounded like he's seen some shameful shit in his life.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of shameful shit. Seriously. All of these big dick Davids is going down in 2025.
We're gonna work on your Cat Williams.
Yeah, I know I gotta work on that shit.
You don't work. You sound like a mixture. You sound like a goddamn crackhead hit that pipe and try and talk like Cat
Diddy want to party. You gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no. Yes, sir, man. This shit crazy.
Yes, you tell him absolutely yes.
In this case, the U.S. attorneys would not produce the witness list until April 18th. Ask yourself why. Because they cited in their documents when in 1999, when the witness list was produced to Puffy's attorneys early on, they picked off all the witnesses, paid everybody. They paid so many people. People got amnesia. I didn't see. I was tying my lace, all kinds of foolishness. And they learned from 24 years ago, don't make the same mistake. Do not provide that witness list. Because if you give it too early, you won't have, listen, I'm astounded that you haven't had jurors start coming down with bad coals and foolishness. I guarantee you they're trying to see who they can. If you see anybody smiling too hard or looking too positive, that juror is going to be a problem. I'm telling you.
See this property on Craigslist for $4,300 a month?
Freaking ads, man.
I mean, this all does sound like a organized.
This is crazy. This whole interview. I am going to link it below in the description box. Shout out to her friend Andy Signor over at Popcorn Planet. He is also covering the Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni case, which has just gone into another stratosphere. I said this in a video earlier. That case is bigger than this one. This one is more salacious, and it's I think because of the sexual graphic nature of it and all of the things, and it's a RICO case. The other one is a civil case, but it is a landmark case that probably will make its way to the Supreme Court. We now have evidence, unrefutable. Well, it's not unrefutable yet, but an affidavit from Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Freeman, saying that Taylor Swift's attorney, he was informed by Taylor Swift's side, Taylor Swift, that Blake Lively has been blackmailing Taylor Swift in order to side with her and to say it's correct. Like, guys, when I tell you this case has tendrils going.
Yeah, that shit's going on too, man. The whole thing with Blake Lively and her fucking husband, Ryan Reynolds, and fucking that shit's crazy. There's a lot of shit going on, dog. But that shit don't interest me. That's why we ain't talked about it.
What the fuck is going on?
Some shit about Blake Lively been fucking trying to control all of her damn movies and shit, and been blackmailing folk. Ryan Reynolds been doing the same thing, and it's a lot of shit, dude. I haven't even goddamn read up on it. I've been looking at shit on it, man. But Melanie King's been covering the whole shit. She been covering that whole shit.
Been shutting the fuck up. All right.
What'd you say?
That's why Ryan Reynolds been putting out good movies.
Been shutting the fuck up. Some shit getting hot over there. I think they getting sued by Justin Baldoni is a guy that acted in one of those movies or some shit. They tried to steal his idea. Blake Lively been trying to steal his idea for the movie or some shit and catch some extra money on it or whatever. It's a lot of shit, dude.
Going a million different places. If you're not watching it, I have my other channel, Melanie Offscript. That's when I've been covering it. It's gotten to the point, it's so bad. Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively's husband, Deadpool, we call him Predator Pool now. He even blocked me. Okay. He even blocked me because he didn't like the things that I was saying. I've gotten into dust ups on social media with the director, Paul Feig, of Blake Lively's latest movie, It Ends With Us. It ends with us. Another Simple Favor. Like, when I tell you it is explosive, he is not only covering that trial like I am, but he is also doing a full-blown documentary, talking to people from the set, the witnesses. It is just, It is so big. It has the potential to bring down a huge part of Hollywood, the mainstream media. The list goes on and on and on. Sony, Marvel, Disney are all subpoenaed. They're all part of and are going to be part of this lawsuit. And
Yes, it's big like that, bro. I just haven't been fucking following it.
there's now criminal charges that are being looked at and crimes of blackmail, extortion, like witness tampering. It is insane. But more than anything, I want you guys, make sure you check out that link. His documentary, which is going to be coming out soon, is amazing.
I'm gonna try to read up on that, man. This shit's crazy.
He does great coverage. He fact checks, he double checks, all of that. Also, make sure you subscribe to this channel. We're going to have more coming up about the Diddy trial, some more insider information. I just released a video.
That's it on that for her. Man, this shit's crazy though. This shit is crazy out here in these streets, man.
With this whole Cassie and Diddy shit, all I'm saying, white man, y'all taking another L today.
Mm-hmm. And they said, and then of course this shit going on with goddamn the flagrant foul, the so-called flagrant foul that whatchamacallit did on Angel Reese the other night. Saying Angel Reese flopped like LeBron.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, yeah, all that shit's going on. Hell yeah. You know, Trump just damn spoke to Russia. You know what I'm saying? They say damn Usher might testify against his ass.
Usher.
Mm-hmm.
We don't Usher for the sake of the rest of my childhood. Just shut the fuck up and go somewhere, bro. Like you putting cherries and ugly bitches' faces and shit. It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All them dirty hands was, I don't wonder how many dirty hands was. The nigga Usher, did he even wash your hands, nigga? You know how many motherfuckers touch that mic, nigga, Usher?
I know, right?
Putting strawberries and bitches, my nigga, y'all ain't see you wash no hands, put no hand sanitizer on, no Gen X, none of that shit. No Germex, I mean, nigga. Nasty ass nigga Usher. Fuck you, Usher. Oh, flexy, pretty boy, sexy ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga. Well, yeah, continue, man. Fuck Usher, nigga.
Oh no, I'm good, man. I was thinking about where to go to next, man. It's just so much shit to talk about, man. I mean, everything from what's this about Kristen Noem loses temper as I'm not even gonna talk about that.
Who?
Christy Noem loses her cool as Dems tear into Trump's immigration shit. This is live. I don't know if I want to talk about that or we want to talk about that. I guess we can go to politics a little bit. Let's get into politics just a little bit, folks. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit.
I haven't really been on, man. Like I said, man, today I was just, it was just one of those nights last night.
No, you good, man.
But also making sure that we have the people and the equipment necessary for CBP and for ICE to do their job, but then the technology which you referenced, which is needed. We have scanners that we need at ports of entry so that we can scan.
That's a pretty white woman right there, boy.
Our rail and even our air freight, much of that we don't necessarily know what's
Kristen
going in containers.
Man, she gets had a lot of surgery. That's
those
it.
Technologies are critically important, and why you see a request in increase in funding to address those challenges that simply were neglected for too long under the Biden administration.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. You know, you mentioned the diplomatic conversations as well. I think that's something that doesn't get enough attention of the power of strong leadership in the White House now and the reaction of not only Mexico, but the rest of Latin America on this. I think that's key. And we want to partner with Mexico and other countries on this. With the little time that I have left, do you mind just speaking of the morale of the agents and your efforts on recruiting and retention? I think that goes hand in hand with the technology piece as well.
Yeah, the morale of the Department of Homeland Security agencies and departments and the employees that work there is fantastic. We have incredible numbers in recruitment, people who want to be a part of the agency that are signing up and submitting applications. I referenced earlier that CBP has over 50%. I believe it's 54%.
So, folks, this is a Senate hearing about immigration policies and whatnot. So that's what's going on right here.
An increase in recruitment. ICE as well, maintaining and excelling at its recruitment efforts and getting officers and people who want to be a part of the team or coming out of retirement. We have the Coast Guard is at 108% increase of its recruitment. People that understand the mission and they want to be a part of the many different skill sets that the Coast Guard can bring to partnering with our military departments, but also going out there and helping at the border and continuing on with their search and rescue mission. And then you look at the Secret Service, because of the recruitment efforts that we've had in putting those agents back on focusing, hiring expertise, hiring experience instead of DEI.
Are y'all listening to how she's talking? Complete sentences, very well spoken. You won't hear this from Jasmine Croc shit. I got that from another YouTuber. They call her Jasmine Croc shit. You won't hear Jasmine Croc shit sounding like this. Even though she can talk like this, you won't hear her sounding like this at all.
Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman from Texas, Mr. Gonzalez, the floor is yours for questions.
Thank you, Chairman, and thank you,
You don't understand something, child.
You know.
That's Jasmine Croc shit. That's Jasmine Crockett.
Childish.
No, it's I'm gonna be
bonnets and shit.
It's like I tell. It's the same question I ask the black women on TikTok. When will you motherfuckers start getting offended? When will y'all start feeling offended by all this shit that they're doing? Like, come on. You telling me you're gonna vote for some? I was like, y'all, half y'all bitches won't even get y'all hairs done from a bitch who talk like. Half y'all won't even get that bitch to do y'all hair, and y'all telling me y'all going to, y'all trust this woman to be a representative? I was like, fuck out of here. Y'all should be offended, stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm listening to you, dude. I just got distracted by
Oh no, I was done.
Oh, okay, because I'm looking at some dude got with this chick, Dominican chick, and I think they had an idea where they were going to come out with an Airbnb or purchase an Airbnb or some shit like that. His post says Chica was there working her ass off with me from when the business was just an idea to empty space to nothing but wooden studs, and now the finished project. Say what you want, but Dominicanas are some of the hardest working women. My ex wouldn't have lifted a finger and just have her hand out. Chica don't ask me for nothing. Is helpful as fuck, wants nothing more but to serve me and make sure I'm good. They out there, fellas, just gotta find them. They damn sure ain't in America. So he gives a pitch. He has a picture of her and him together on a ship, and then he's got some pictures of I guess what this is, their Airbnb or whatever it is. Maybe it's a salon or something. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. But anyway, back to the tape.
Other than lying to us and saying the border was secured when we know it wasn't. One thing that we did get out, last year I submitted a letter to the ICE director asking him how many convicted criminal illegal aliens were in our country, and this is what I got back. This is literally part of his response. Your letter requested the number of
Keep being lazy about cleaning your apartment. No, seriously. Home Aglow will clean it for just $9. Home Aglow washes and folds your laundry.
God damn it.
Docket. That was nearly a year ago. Do you by chance have any updated numbers on how many convicted criminal aliens we still have loose in the country?
We believe we have more than that and are continuing to do an assessment. And of course, every day we continue to see crimes in this country that are perpetuated by individuals that we didn't necessarily know that we are here. What I will tell you is that the president, under his leadership, has already arrested and is prosecuting and held accountable over 250 known terrorists, people who are on the known terrorist watch list. We have over 65,000 individuals that just ICE alone has arrested that are criminal aliens that are being held accountable for their crimes in their communities. We also talk extensively about different governors that we've been able to work with. Many of them have people.
I'm sorry, man. I was looking at some. Hey, Max. Hey, Max. I can't remember if you that called them this shit or Dragon called some of these black women in America Schlee Stacks. Was that you that called him that, dog? Hey, Max. He ain't listening, folks. Goddamn.
People within their facilities that have committed crimes that they've been arrested and they're holding and detaining them. If they are illegals, many times they're facing their consequences in their jail and prison time before they can be returned to their country. So, these, by virtue of being in this country illegally, you are breaking the law and you are a criminal. And we've seen the previous administration pervert and manipulate their data and information to give us numbers that don't necessarily square with what the facts are on the ground. So there's many, many more criminals in this country, and we're going to continue to target and go after them to make sure that we're protecting families.
I tell you what, one of the last administration was terrible at transparency. And I think it's a great opportunity for President Trump, along with yourself and other secretaries, to just be transparent to the American public, show them what we're dealing with. Once again, when we got that number back, it was, it's jaw dropping to see there. My last point, I only have 26 limited time left. Myself and Michael Guest, my good colleague from Mississippi, both sit on the Homeland authorizing side. We've been working very hard through reconciliation. One of the things that I would highlight for you, we talked about many things, is infrastructure, in particularly checkpoints. Checkpoints, not necessarily along the border, but in our interior, both at the southern and the northern border, I think are very, very important. Please don't lose sight of that. In Eagle Pass in particular, that checkpoint is way outdated for the amount of traffic that's been in there. I'd flag that for you. Look forward to working together and chatting more on how we build this out.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you. With that, Chairman, I yield back.
Gentleman yields back. Chair recognizes Mr. Guest from Mississippi.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Madam Secretary, first, I want to thank you, the men and women that you serve with, for the incredible success that you have been able to accomplish in just a short period of time. Just looking statistics, and I believe that is the greatest measure when we're looking at whether or not agencies are successful or not. Comparing statistics from one agency to the other, 1 year to the other, we know that last month CBP reported 11,017 encounters across the southwest border. Looking back a year, so March of 2024, under the Biden-Harris administration, 189,000. March of 23, 193,000. March of 2022, 222,000. So looking at just the metrics of what you and your men and women who serve with you have been able to accomplish, again, I believe is incredible. So when you leave here, please return to those men and women and thank them on behalf of all, not only the members of Congress, but all the people from across this great nation who are in gratitude for their continued service. As Representative Gonzalez said, he and I both serve also on the authorizing committee. And last week we were able to mark up legislation that included roughly $46 billion for additional walls, barriers along the southwest border. And I know that is something that, particularly between Republicans and Democrats, we have had a fundamental disagreement. And I would ask if you would just kind of take a moment to talk about the importance of the investment in walls and borders, barriers along the southwest border, and how that not only does that make our nation safer, but the importance that it is providing to the men and women who serve at CBP to make sure that they can better perform the duties that we've taxed them with.
Well, thank you for talking about the importance of having not just.
What's up?
You're not trying to play this whole entire shit.
No. I'm about to stop it. I'm about to stop it. I thought it was gonna be some more information about that shit, but ain't nothing going on. That's just a Senate. That's just a Senate. I thought I was gonna get some really talkable points, but oh well. Hold on, DOJ files what? Oh, what's this going on right here? Hold on 1 second. We're gonna talk a little bit more about politics and we'll probably go into some dating shit. Says here, Trump DOJ files federal charges against Democrat Congresswoman. How long ago was this? 4 hours ago. This is Devory Dawkins. Let's see what he's talking about real quick. Hold on 1 second. Excuse me, folks. Do this real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and put this up. Let's see what Devory talking about.
Breaking news. The DOJ has federally charged Congresswoman Monica McIver for her assault against that ICE officer when she pushed and shoved him. Now, I'm going to use ground news right up front to show you the facts, and then I'm going to show you some clips from MSNBC and how they're already.
All right, so basically, folks, if you don't know who Ground News is a political source that you can use that will tell you, it'll tell you like articles whether they lean left or right. It also lets you know what's in the middle, you know what's centric, and he's using this because supposedly this congresswoman has had federal charges brought up against her by the DOJ for the assault that she did to a DOJ officer. If I'm not mistaken, this is the woman that body slammed the female ICE officer. I think this is what this is about. So let's go into this.
Already trying to spin this into something that it's not. If you want to check this out for yourself, just go to ground.news/Devory. Now, the congresswoman is claiming that these charges.
They said body slam. I don't know. I didn't see it, but I do know she did shove and push. She did do that. They said body slam. Yeah, imagine she belly to belly this bitch.
Like suplex that ass, nigga.
Exactly. Straight up Tazplex that ass. You know what I'm saying? That would be some funny shit to see. This bitch do a goddamn package suplex on the bitch. You know what I'm saying? That shit been crazy. See her put a Mexican destroyer on the bitch.
Are purely political, and that she looks forward to the truth being laid out clearly in court. And then her attorney followed up and said that she was just fulfilling her duty as a congressperson. Give me a break, okay? We all seen the video footage. It shows exactly what she's being charged of. Now, will she go to prison? Probably not. Let's hear what MSDNC had to say as a reaction.
We're getting some breaking news, and we want to ask you about it. But apparently, Alina Habba, who is, what's her job now? She's the acting. She's had a couple. New Jersey, yeah. She is the interim U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey.
She's acting all right.
She's acting. Well, she has apparently now dismissed charges against Mayor Ras Baraka of Newark, so no longer being charged. He went to court last Thursday, but it is being reported that she has apparently filed charges against New Jersey Congresswoman LaMonica McIver. And I'm wondering your reaction to this news as we're trying to find more information. I don't believe the indictment has been unsealed yet, but our team, NBC News, is efforting to find out. But just your reaction to this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm just learning the news as we all are now. It is chilling. The reason why they're doing this is to shut me and my Democratic colleagues up. They're doing it to make us afraid. It's not going to work. If anything, it will only strengthen our resolve. But make no mistake about it. This is.
If you put your hands on a officer, it is fucking assault.
Not normal. It is not the sort of thing that happens in a healthy democracy. It is truly chilling. And I would urge all of my colleagues.
So due process don't happen in healthy democracy, folks, not to them.
Both Democrats and Republicans, even those Republicans who say one thing in private about Trump, but then never want to say it in public. This should be a time when every member of Congress speaks out.
See, he wouldn't know what a healthy democracy looks like, even if it slapped him in the face. Given what happened recently where they tried to lock up the president. Remember, he had to go down to the county jail in Georgia and take a mugshot. And then remember, the judge rigged the rules in New York to convict him of 34 felony counts. So I don't know where he's getting at when it comes to normal. And that's why we use ground news, ladies and gentlemen, because mainstream media will spin it and lie to you every single time. And the good thing about ground news is it shows you what both sides are saying. And there are times when ground news will show you when only one side is talking about a particular story. And that's what they call blind spot. But the bottom line to this breaking news today, ladies and gentlemen, I have my opinion. I could be wrong. I always want to encourage you guys to do your own research. And I strongly believe Ground News will help you do that. So if you want to use this tool for yourself, all you have to do is go to ground.news/divorce Vantage Plan.
So just to offer a little bit of context here for anyone who might have not been totally dialed into the story, 3 members of Congress, one of them, full disclosure, my brother, show up at a detention facility in Newark, New Jersey, given their statutory authority to, show up to conduct oversight at these facilities. The mayor shows up. They accuse the mayor of trespassing. The members of Congress are holding on to the mayor. That is fundamentally what it's about. She went to do her job, and they are now saying that she ended up in some scuffle. I will allow them to litigate that. I just want to be clear on what the chilling effect is, which is they don't want you to be able to do your job.
Correct. Yeah, so that's how MSNBC is spinning it, and I think we're done listening to them. But here's the official post from the U.S. Attorney Haba. She put the actual official statement announcing these charges. And I'll just read a little bit to you, because really there's 2 stories. One, the Congresswoman getting charged, but 2, the mayor getting his charges dismissed. And we're going to get to that here shortly. Now, she writes that the citizens of New Jersey deserve unified leadership so we can get to work to keep our state safe. The dismissal against the mayor is not the end of this matter. In fact, congressional oversight is an important constitutional function and one that I fully support. However, that is not at issue in this case. Congresswoman LaMonica McIver assaulted, impeded, and interfered with law enforcement in violation of Title 18. I persistently made efforts to address these issues without bringing criminal charges and have given Representative McIver every opportunity to come to a resolution, but she has.
Notice they said that this official statement said I gave them every chance, or I gave her every chance to do this without criminal repercussion. And so they decided not to cooperate. Everything's about choice, people.
Has unfortunately declined. Okay, so on our next story, it's a continuous update from the cancer diagnosis of Joe Biden. And President Trump finally reacted to this, and here's what he said.
There are things going on that now that I use Monday service.
God dang it. Freaking ads.
Wasn't informed, and I think somebody's going to have to speak to his doctor if it's the same, or even if it's 2 separate doctors. Why wasn't the cognitive ability, why wasn't that discussed? And I think the doctor said he's just fine, and it's turned out that's not so. It's very dangerous. Look, this is no longer politically correct. This is dangerous for our country. Look at the mess we're in. You're talking about all these questions on Ukraine and Russia. That would have never happened. As an example, if I were president, would have never happened. The other thing is you have to say,
I got a feeling, Max, and if you are still there, I got a feeling that something's going to happen to where something's going to be uncovered that Joe Biden wasn't the one making the decisions behind the scene, and something's going to come up to where they may have to put some people on trial.
Bruh. Yeah, dog.
Mm-hmm.
This literally just like you don't understand how bad this shit is, bro.
It's very bad.
I want who was running the country.
Yeah, I think it's going to come out and somebody's going to go to trial for that.
Because basically, they're saying what they're saying is Joe Biden has had dementia
The whole time.
the whole entire time.
And there's some shadow government that's running the fucking country during that whole presidency.
And so basically, it's like you can't say, well, they missed it. Or like you can't miss that.
No, you can't. So now it's cover up. Now you got to
Like,
talk
you
about a
can't-
cover up.
You're not missing that for even if it was 7 years ago, they would still been able to detect it.
Hell yeah. It's a big cover up, dude. Somebody else is running the fucking country.
Yeah.
But who?
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris was running it the whole time.
Yeah.
Ugh. If that happened, boy. Ooh.
why did it take so long? I mean, when you
No, for real. It was Kamala Harris.
That it's not.
Remember, they was able to do the same thing under George W. Bush with Dick Cheney.
Oh yeah. Some
Because
people do think Dick Cheney was running the government at that time.
Because remember, George W. Bush was a party boy.
Yes, he was. cocained out back in the day.
Yeah.
Cocaine cowboy.
So even they said, even I quote, George W. Bush had reminded Dick Cheney multiple times that he was the president.
Mm.
And Dick Cheney was like, okay.
And they had skits on Saturday Night Live talking about that, like showing Dick Cheney was the one that was the damn boss and he wasn't.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some shit come out, man. It's gonna be some shit come out on this, dog. It's gonna be. They're gonna do an investigation into this bitch, dog. Trying to tell you, this shit's gonna be crazy.
And I think somebody's going to have to speak to his doctor if it's the same, or even if it's two separate doctors. Why wasn't the cognitive ability? Why wasn't that discussed? And I think the
Sean,
doctor said he's just fine.
What's up?
that's the reason why I was saying that these are all Kamala Harris policies, bro.
Oh yeah, they was already already in place. Well, she's the daughter of a Marxist.
No, you got
Of
to
two
understand.
Marxists.
Joe Biden used to be Joe Biden has all his life been a moderate. All his life. First time he become president, he's the most progressive president in history.
Well, there you have it.
So
there you have it, folks. It's a possibility Kamala Harris was running this country already.
Because Kamala Harris, she's the only one that actually has the only one that has the constitutional right to actually run the country.
In the case of a president being, not considered having the ability to do his job.
But the reason why, they didn't just did the 25th, they wanted to do some extreme shit under her rule and just blame it under Joe Biden.
Yep, he's the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
Something very underhanded is at play, folks. Something very underhanded. Y'all don't understand. By voting in Donald Trump saved our fucking nation. We was really in a very fast decline. We was already declining. We was gonna be in a freaking sprint to the bottom if fucking Kamala Harris would have won.
It was like this, bro. If Kamala Harris would have won, I was going to take out the largest loan that I could possible
and get the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you this: if Kamala Harris would have won, y'all remember the fall of the Roman Empire? That would have been America, right there.
No, if Kamala Harris would have won, yeah, I would have tried, like, literally the day she won, I would have literally tried to be where I'll be working on taking out the largest loan I can.
I feel you.
Because Russia's going to take Ukraine, China was going to invade Taiwan.
World War III. World War III.
Fine, and it's turned out that's not so. It's very dangerous. Look, this is no longer politically correct. This is dangerous for our country. Look at the mess we're in. You're talking about all these questions on Ukraine and Russia that would have never happened. As an example, if I were president, would have never happened. The other thing is you have to say, why did it take so long? I mean, this takes a long time, can take years to get to this level of danger. So it's a very, very sad situation. And I feel very badly about it. And I think people should try and find out what happened, because I'll tell you, I don't know if it had anything to do with the hospital. Walter Reed is really good. They're some of the best doctors I've ever seen. I don't even know if they were involved, but a doctor was involved in each case. Maybe it was the same doctor, and somebody is not telling the facts. That's a big problem.
Okay, so
him questioning that always should lead you to believe that there will be an investigation into that. That's something that he's not going to let that shit go.
Walter Reed is the #1 hospital in the world.
Yep.
It's the hospital where your president gets his health care at.
Yep. I had a chance to work there at one point in time. I decided not to take the job, but I decided not to apply for it. When I was up there in Baltimore, I was going to.
It's Walter Reed, right?
Walter Reed's over there in DC. And it's actually in Virginia. And I actually but all that shit's so close around it. With DC, Virginia, Baltimore area, all that shit's so close. That shit's very close. So, you know, I was actually up there doing a travel assignment at University of Maryland Medical Center, and I was going to actually apply for a job at Walter Reed while I was up there, but I decided not to stay in that area, so that's why I didn't. But yeah, that's a good hospital, though. Very good hospital.
Before we go any further, please, if you guys have been getting value from our channel and you've been in what majority of Americans are thinking right now, and I just don't know what to be more disgusted at. The fact that people covered it up and didn't say anything, or that all of a sudden the media is acting surprised. Right? I mean, it's crazy. Let me show you how surprised Caitlin Collins is acting, and then how the commentators on our show are downplaying the rumors surrounding this entire announcement. Take a look.
Wonder what you make of what President Trump said today. Kind of suggesting that it wasn't recently discovered.
Yeah, I mean, he went right into never miss an opportunity to, you know, pump up a conspiracy theory there, Donald Trump. Real classy.
Conspiracy theory, bitch. The dude has got diagnosed with cancer. You see how they try to spin shit, downplay the shit?
It was shameful because, look, this is a person who in a family that has dealt with cancer and has seen it to its very brutal end, as many of us, too many of us.
And do you realize, sweetheart, that they have been covering this shit up the whole time? Do you want to talk about that? You want to play the sympathy card? That's what you want to do.
Actually have in this country. So, you know, and look, two things can be true at the same time. It can be the case that it was recently diagnosed, which is what I believe, and that it is very aggressive. And it can be the case that we may want to have a conversation about some of the revelations of Jake's book. I mean, you know, we constantly go to these conspiracy theories as ways to divide us rather than staying focused on one of the most important pieces is the information the doctor was just sharing. I hope it means more men actually go out and get tested, quite frankly, and ask themselves.
Stop trying to act like you care that men go out and get tested. Please. Miss me with that bullshit.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Miss me with that bullshit.
Oh my fucking
my body,
God,
my choice. No, fuck that.
Oh my God.
Miss me with that shit.
I'm gonna be real with you.
He actually sat there and tried to damn make that shit believable.
Sean, I'm over here eating my food. I had to mute my mic up because I was hungry, bro. I'm on that carnivore diet, nigga, and I eat like a carnivore, nigga. Fuck. But yeah, so I'm listening to what this bitch say. I'm like, yo, shawty, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck up, because this nigga literally every fucking quarter he's at the doctor. Every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Often more than that. So you basically saying to me that, remember they was talking about he might have Parkinson's and all that shit?
Mm-hmm.
It was a prostate cancer doctor. So they fucking lied.
They lied the whole time, bro. You ain't gonna miss that shit. You go to get evaluated prostate for Parkinson's. You ain't gonna miss that shit now. You're not gonna miss that shit.
I'm like, he's 60 he's above the age of 60. He's above the age of 60, so you usually get your prostate examined once a year.
40. If you're high risk, you're 40 every year. And that's by the finger getting stuck up the ass. Now, if you're not high risk, pause. If you're not high risk, they make you do that color guard shit. I got to get my shit done again.
Right. The reason I most likely won't have that problem is because I eat a lot of hot food. Natural hot food. Hot peppers. Jalapenos. Habaneros.
Yeah.
Chipotle. Chile. Yeah, I eat a lot of hot. I eat a lot of spices and a lot of hot food in my a lot. You know, so that's something that, you know, honestly, that's something that most, like, if you ever realize why Mexicans don't have that prostate problem.
Cumin. It's probably the cumin that they eat. Put a lot of cumin in their food. And that's got a little spice, a little red pepper too.
Well, no, it's the spices. It's the spicy foods they use in their diet. That's the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did
Yep.
a whole fucking. It's weird. I did a whole paper about prostate cancer. I was just like, why is prostate cancer lower than Mexicans? And I was realizing, I was just like, you know what? I looked at a lot of places where they eat a lot of spicy, like a lot of spicy peppers. So I correlated it with Thailand and Mexico, and I came
What
out
about
on
West?
both
What
of
about
these.
West Indians?
Huh?
West Indians,
They
like
don't eat it spice,
Jamaicans,
and they don't eat.
Chinese.
It's low, but they don't eat the same amount of spice as they do.
Oh, okay.
Like because
So that Scotch
that's
bonnet pepper is a hot motherfucker.
not really.
Shit.
It's kind of
That Scotch bonnet pepper is hot. It's a type of habanero. It's in the same family. Don't tell me that shit, nigga. Whatever.
You can't eat with me, then, nigga.
Whatever, nigga. You ain't eating no Scotch bonnets.
Yeah, my mom used to make those. Like we used to squeeze them on the. Remember, my mom, she used to make homemade jerk.
Okay.
It's Scotchy bonnet hard as fuck. Hard as fuck to find if you're
Yeah,
not in fucking
you gotta go to
New
a farmer's
York.
market. You gotta go to a farmer's market around here. And
If
it's
you're
really
not,
it's only like maybe one or two farmers markets even in the Atlanta area that's gonna have that shit.
only reason why Atlanta has it because it's the main fucking port. Well, only 3 places I can find this shit: South Florida, New York, and some selected parts of Atlanta on selected time of the year.
Mm-hmm. Like the DeKalb farmers market, you can definitely find that shit there every time. And then you got these little bitty mom and pop shops that have like these Jamaican like little, I guess you could say you can call them like bodegas or like just shops that you can find some of their shit. You can find it there, but they run out. And then they
I
have
go
to
to the
get it
Mexican
shipped in.
farmers market. I like the Mexican farmers market. But every single time I do go to the Mexican farmers market, some woman's trying to get me to go home with her. Ooh, your truck driver. Oh, papacito. Papacito.
Let's get back in it.
The question is whether or not they should be tested.
All right, that's a classic political tactic from her. Deny, delay, deflect.
The instant relief for snorers in
God
2025.
damn it.
Hey, yo, that bitch did deflect like a motherfucker though. But
Like
I'm
a
just
some
like
bitch. She went to talking about
denying that
she went to talking about men. What could this lead to? Men look at more of their health. Really, shawty.
I'm
Really,
like,
you went there.
wait. You telling me you just skipped the part of where somebody's been running the country while this
And you don't
man's
know who
been
it is?
demented, and we don't know who it is, but we're black men ain't shit now? I'm like, okay.
I know, right? Shit crazy. Who been running the
Nigga.
country? You skip over that, you go straight to damn. Well, this may show men, it may have more men getting their prostates checked now.
Bruh, the
Bitch.
mental gymnastics, bro, you gotta be impressed how that mental gymnastic was right there.
Yeah, she
You
damn
got to
sure
be
did some
impressed.
mental gymnastics. That's straight up manipulation is what the fuck she was doing.
That bitch just went like, fuck what you talking about. I represent the Democrats.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Back to it.
There's a conspiracy theory, and then she deflects and says President Trump is actually making up the conspiracy theory, and she delays the actual truth, which is they knew he had cancer. All you have to do is look at the doctors who went out to MSDNC this morning and confirmed that. And secondly, all you have to do is use the brain cells that God has given you to know there was something wrong with the president. And this continuous gaslighting, it just doesn't help. I don't understand why they're still doubling down on this. Now, to back up the way that I feel and why I say what I say, here's Dr. Siegel on Fox News moments ago saying this.
Dr. Siegel, I was fascinated by what Dr. Gupta said there about comparing these presidential physicals. So I had our team look into it. I did my own independent research. Here's what we found. I'm staring at Obama's PSA level from 2016. I'm staring at George W. Bush's PSA level from 2006. But we could not find any evidence that such a test was conducted in 2024. Why not?
Well, first of all, there's a disturbing possibility that they're sticking to some strict guideline that says over the age of 80, according to some associations, you don't check. We're talking about the leader of the free world here, and those guidelines are out of date even for any man on the street, because 80 isn't what it used to be, is it? And we have treatments now that we didn't have then. We have robotic prostate surgery. We have radiation that's way better than ever without side effects. We have chemical therapies. We have hormone therapies, which he's now facing. The idea that he might not have been screened is deeply disturbing. Even more disturbing is the possibility that they did screen him, that he had a PSA, that he had a digital exam early, that they knew he had prostate cancer, and that they kept it from the American public, just as they were keeping the cognitive problems from the American public. And as you know, and pointed out to me earlier, if you have prostate cancer, whether you're treated or not, fatigue is the side effect of it. The treatment's even more so, and it could affect his cognition.
All right, so we're going to move on because I feel like we're just beating a dead horse. Everybody knows what the truth is. Mainstream media, they're going to continue to spin it. But all you have to do is use your eyes, your ears, and some facts. And you know there was something wrong with the president, and they covered it up. And now they want to make money off of it and act surprised. That is just ludicrous. Now, in our next story, which is also ludicrous, is President Trump's big, beautiful bill and the amount of resistance it's already facing. That's number one. And number two, some things that Republicans are leaving out that I want to address. But first, let's hear Congressman James and what he has to say about this bill. Take a look.
You know, Congressman James, to me, the two most important prongs of this bill are no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. This president has become the president of the working class. And to me, if you change the tax code to benefit those on the bottom who are often forgotten, you become an FDR-like president who's really changed the fabric of the country. Your thoughts on the most important parts of the big, beautiful bill?
You know, Kayla, you're absolutely right. Now, President Trump understands what's at stake. He's the president for all Americans, but especially working Americans. President Trump understands how important a made in America tax break is to make sure that we continue to have demand for American-made vehicles, in particular for my state. President Trump understands how important it is to secure our border, and he was successful in doing that. Getting this in this bill to secure our border, not just our southern border, but our northern border. Northern border apprehensions have plummeted under President Trump. President Trump understands that we don't have to remember how good the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act was. We just have to continue to push forward and deliver that. Because if we don't, we'll have the largest tax increase on Americans. We cannot have that. The Democrats are lying to you. President Trump is delivering for the American people, and we need to make sure that we deliver for the working class.
Now, the no tax on overtime has to be one of the biggest issues that I've been emailed about. People have sent me DMs on it. So let's just address the bottom line up front. Yes, if you work overtime, you will pay tax on that. But when you go to file your taxes, what you paid for overtime and the hours you worked is actually a deduction when you go to file your taxes. Now, disclaimer, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a tax attorney, but that's the way that the language is reading, that you're going to pay it up front, and when tax season comes around, you get it back. Now, this is also being applied to no tax on Social Security. That also includes a tax deduction that is actually being increased. And the bottom line is this, I'm sure some of you guys are upset by it, but here's the thinking from the federal government. They'd rather tax you first. And for the people who qualify under these provisions, then you'll get that credit back. And for the record, you can't make more than $155,000 to qualify for the no tax on overtime. I didn't know if you guys knew that or not. Let's move to our next story, because given that the left is claiming that President Trump is making up conspiracy theories, I would argue that Chuck Schumer is the one making up conspiracy theories when he actually wants you to believe that the Navy boat that crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge, that is happening because of President Trump and Doge cuts. Hear it for yourself.
We know that the Trump administration has been meddling in U.S. Coast Guard operations, from staffing to command and comms.
Hey,
and I have the general sense of a Doge dysfunction.
I'm back.
I got it. Yeah, man.
In parts of the Coast Guard. To put it mildly, after being
They get trying everything. Now they're saying Schumer over here talking about some Trump is meddling in the Coast Guard op.
Fully briefed on last night's Brooklyn Bridge accident, one thing is very clear. There are many more questions than answers. We know that there has been meddling by the Trump administration.
See, they too busy now. They trying to goddamn put out all these distractions because all this shit going on with Biden and shit. And they gonna find out there's been some motherfuckers just hiding shit and running our government and shit. Y'all, they think they slick, folk. That's all they shit. Putting out goddamn distractions
Into the Coast Guard staffing. And now we need to know how this meddling might have impacted the events of last night.
You can't expect to see results if you're just walking during the day.
Wait. Are you, how? What the fuck are y'all
I don't know why
talking
Chuck.
about?
Right. He's saying that Trump administration meddling in the Coast Guard ops. They just throwing out shit, my nigga. They just throwing out shit, bro.
Y'all just throwing shit at the man. They pass throwing shit at the wall. They just pissing in the bucket and grabbing the river of piss and see who's gonna drink it. I'm like,
that's all that is, dude. That's all that is, dog.
Chuck Schumer continues to do this to himself. Okay, this is a story that has nothing to do with President Trump or Doge. Everybody knows that. To even suggest that without actually doing a thorough investigation or any evidence clearly shows that he's trying to score political points. And that's just not going to happen for him because he's already in the dumpster when it comes to his approval ratings. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to show you the who, the where, the when, the why in regards to this story. And I want you to think about what he said as you're listening to this. Take a look.
We're gonna end on that part right there, y'all. What else we need to talk about, man? It's been a lot of shit, dude. I guess we can get into some dating shit, but I mean, it's just crazy. What's this important announcement from fucking Candace? Oh, I'll look at that shit later. What the fuck is going on? Oh, we can look at this. What's going on with them? Goddamn, Max. Max be goddamn popping in and out. You've been popping in and out all night.
my phone's at like something's going on with my signal connection over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. It keeps doing that on its own. So we might have to end it on. Shoot, you don't mind? Can we end it on that? And we
can end it on, after this, we can end it. That's cool.
All right, and we can just bring back up on tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
All right, be a little bit more prepared, y'all.
Yes, sir. Here we go. Just a little bit of this, y'all.
Women to be like, I don't have nobody or ain't nobody talking to me, and they would have them a roster full. Women would have a roster full, and because you're not the top 3 or you're not that bookie butt that she really like, ain't nobody texting her. Women will have a man who's very persistent every day texting, and she be like, oh, he lame, bro. I don't even really be entertaining him like that, but he's steady texting me, like the steady on my line. Whoa. I mean, homegirl, you're giving him a little bit of attention. The thing is, y'all be like, well, I barely text him, but you text him. So in his mind, he has a chance. So if I continuously to show her that I'm interested in her, maybe one day this little bit would turn into more. Maybe one day this little bit would turn into a date or turn into a hangout. But you really mad at Bookie, but the one that you like. The one that you like is inconsistent. He's doing whatever. He's hitting you up on his time. You really mad at him and you want him to be like Mr. Persistent. So because Mr. Persistent is not him, he lame. He's showing you, hey, by any means, I'm going to show you that I want you. But y'all steady chasing out the Bookie butt though. Oh, okay.
Things there. That's called having a roster, folks. It's called having a roster. Also, the guy that she's talking about is not giving any attention, inconsistent. He's giving that chick healthy chaos. That's what he's doing.
Mind is all over the place. They're like cats. So this is something that I like to call the Tyrone effect when I get into all this. And there's a few things to unpack. Definitely a few things to unpack before we get into this next video. Is the fact that most women do have rosters. They'll say their phone is dry. You see women post that all the time. My phone's dry tonight. And that's exactly what they mean. The dude that you really want isn't texting you. But this is what I want women to understand, but this is just how women are. Men aren't really like this. Once that man starts texting that bunky butt that she says that you really want, you wish you would text. Once he starts texting you, he becomes like the rest of the guys on the roster. And you don't realize that. And then you lose interest in him. Somebody who shows you interest, you're just turned, like she said earlier, it's just, he's always on my line. Bunky butt is always on your line, then you're going to just be the same way. That's just how it is. You can't be all over women. Either she chooses you or she doesn't. You don't have to chase people. You don't have to beg for their love. You don't have to beg for their time and
I'm not gonna lie.
So basically, folks, we're gonna end it here. But basically, you don't have to beg for somebody's time. You don't have to beg for their attention, guys. Same for you ladies. Somebody like you, they like you. They ain't gonna goddamn make it some mystery. And guys, be careful because the ones that ain't choosing you, you're gonna become a part of their roster. You're gonna be tolerated. Just like if you out there and you chilling and you got a chick that just like you ain't really cool with, you know, she get on your nerve, but she give you some value. Either she come around, slob me up, you know, give you some of that nice box, or maybe she cook for you, or maybe she, you know, do your taxes. I don't know. But you putting them, guys been having rosters for years, and now women have gotten to the point where the last 10, 12 years, women started having rosters. Got a dude that cut the grass, got a dude that do the mechanic work, got a dude that come and beat their ass down. That's all he do is come through, beat them down. She might give the mechanic some booty every now and then. The guy that's doing her damn landscaping work, he probably hoping he get in there. Then you got the friend that listens to all her goddamn problems that hope he gets some, but she'll probably never give him any. Then you got that dude that she really, 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 really want to be with, and she give him his time and give him that box and everything, but he got options. But then she keep around the other Pookie just to come through and slam a box. You know what I'm saying? These chicks got rosters out there. You got to be careful, man. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and end it there. Max, can you unmute? You got anything you want to say?
Nah, man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's been doing this shit all night long. Like, you remember, I went inside the building and I lost signal. Ever since that, I had to restart my phone.
Drag, you might as well come on, man, and join them just like you put in the damn in the thing, dude.
Man.
I told Dragon we ended it, bro. It's all good.
Hey, bro, what happened to your Obama Wi-Fi, dog? I'm just playing with you, Max.
He said Max got Obama Wi-Fi. I think he got Affordable Care Act internet.
That's why I have a problem.
Nah, nigga, it's something going on like with the signal out here, man. Because
They tapping your line. They tapping your line. They spying on you, dog. You've been talking.
I have no idea what's going on because I have AT&T business line. Emphasis on the business line, but no, man. Like, so we was on the live earlier, and I remember I had to remember when I went into the bathroom, right, Sean? And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna mute up real quick, and I automatically lost signal. So I came out. I came out, restarted my phone, and
this nigga had to take a shit so bad.
I came back on. Nigga, I lost signal. I was like, what the fuck? So I had to restart my phone again. And it's been like that off and on all night long. Like, I had been restarting my phone to get signal back and shit. And I just like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but
hey,
yeah, nigga.
When this nigga had a shit so bad, it was like an EMP pulse, Dragon.
Damn.
That shit was an EMP pulse, bruh. He dropped that turd in the water. As soon as that bitch hit the water, bloosh.
So, and it's like, Dragon, I can't say, oh, well, I'm in a bad area. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm looking at the Statue of Liberty right now.
God damn.
That's
a big ass antenna by itself.
Sure
is. If they wanted it to be. If they wanted it to be, it could be. But anyway. Well, folks, yeah, we about to wrap up, man. You know what I'm saying? Dragon had to come on to Joan Max real quick.
Yeah,
It is
my
what it is,
bad,
man.
everybody. Like I've been tired, like motherfucking crazy.
I know, bro.
Drink a Red Bull, nigga.
I'm about to get back. I'm about to get in these goddamn Uber streets for a minute, man. I'm finna hit me some coffee and some shit legit.
Man,
go out there for a little bit, then I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna go out there for a little bit, and I'll probably work till about noon.
Yeah,
I might, who knows?
Hitting it, and then I went ahead. I said, "Fuck it," because out of my old, because like I got like 3 401ks. So out of one of my 401ks, I said, fuck it. I'm not worried about the penalties or anything else like that. I've been taking out that bitch and putting it in the crypto because it's just sitting there.
If I hadn't just took a loan out of my 401k to get my car, I would have done the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm about to clean up my shit, man. Give me like a 100K business loan. Take that shit and buy me a couple of cheap ass fucking Hondas and some shit and start me a Turo business and take the rest of that shit and invest it in fucking crypto. Because I can probably get me 2 Hondas, maybe a Honda Accord and a Civic, probably less than 35 grand. 2 of them.
Hell yeah.
Combined. Do that and then take the rest of that shit and invest it.
Yeah, because I'm about to get this investment and then I need to look to see because I know we can buy land and stuff. So the quicker that I can find a spot to buy at least a little parcel of land or at least to hurry up and get a condo or something else like that on the legit side and then work on the paperwork to get this stuff going because it's time to get the fuck up out of here. Dude, you know, I gotta say this before we dip off because I know we're about to close. Did you know that 40 to 60% of ABWs have multiple baby daddies?
Yeah.
Man, ain't no
dude. That's something. That's a figure that you can guesstimate or at least assume based on the fact that 20% of the men are responsible for 80% of the out of wedlock kids.
Yeah, that's over half. Way over half.
Over half. Anytime you meet a single
Dragon.
mother, she got to have it's a
Dragon.
50% or more chance she got more than one baby daddy.
So Dragon,
yes, sir.
I could tell you a statistic that will not only piss you off, but will make you basically you will never deal with a beat American woman ever again. About a third of all men are raising a child that is not theirs.
Oh, I knew that already. I knew that already. And I have to say, the one thing that saved my ass from
is that black men or all men in America?
All men.
It's all men.
Woo.
Yeah, it's all of them.
Now, my homegirl, she I ain't gonna really say it, she's a friend now, but she was my ex at the time. But Kim, she used to work at the DNA clinic and all that shit, and she told me it took her a long time to not hate women. She said it literally she had to go through therapy to not hate women because of her job, because she literally found out about a half of all the DNA testings that she has done, and she's like half of the dudes she had found out during the kid's father.
That's crazy.
And she was just like, this was in a black city. I almost said the city name. Well, it's in a black city in the South, but yeah, she's like, 50% of all the black kids that got DNA tested weren't the fathers.
Wait, you said black city in the South, so are you talking about Dallas, Houston? Are you talking about Corpus Christi? Are you talking about what's the start naming?
Dude, you already know Houston. Houston is one of the most ratchetest fucking cities right now in America.
I know that. I don't.
Oh my God, I wouldn't go to Houston if you paid me to, man.
Damn, look, that's how fucking serious it is because both of them said he's Texas.
And I'm gonna tell you, Dallas, not Dallas, but Texas got some bad women in it too.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about some bad women in Texas. I'm talking about they thick too.
Yep. You sure the fuck.
But I will not be going to Houston. I'll hit up Dallas. I'll hit up Austin.
You have better chances.
I'll probably hit up San Antonio. I'll probably over there. I'll probably go out to damn El Paso and get me a fucking Hispanic bitch.
I'm a Florida man.
Oh yeah, I got a weakness for Florida women, but Florida women broke my heart, so I don't fuck with Florida women like that no more. And I love Florida women too. I mean, I love.
I'm a Florida type of person, so I tend to stay in Florida.
I love Florida women, dude. It's something about a Florida woman. I ain't even talking about the Miami like Fort Lauderdale shit. I'm talking about that Central Florida, North, like Central Florida woman. Oh my God. Tampa, Orlando, Gainesville, Ocala, that type of Florida woman. Now the Jacksonville women are just ratchet as fuck.
Yeah,
But Central Florida, bro. Like Tampa area, Orlando, nigga, you can get any women in the world down there, man. It's so fucking diverse down there. It's ridiculous. Hispanic, black, it don't matter. But them country ass Florida white women. Who and even though the white women that's on the Gulf Coast, them Pensacola chicks, them Pensacola and them Panama City, man, them white girls is a different fucking breed, bro. They tan like they tan like them California bitches, but they got a southern goddamn drawl and got the southern goddamn, hospitality to them. And them motherfuckers is special. Love me a Pensacola, Panama City Beach, white snow bunny. I'm trying to tell you, I used to work with one boy. Ooh, Lord Jesus. When I tell you this white girl was so bad, dog, and I damn shot my shot at this motherfucker. She just one of them girls. She just one of them snow bunnies. Do not date black men. Not because she racist. She just don't date them. That just ain't her preference. It ain't a racist thing. This bitch so feminine, so much that you thought she was flirting with your ass. She's so fucking feminine.
Damn.
This bitch was bad, boy. She shaped like let me see, shaped like J-Lo, but just don't have that much booty. Had a good like kind of like workout, but not like the not like the addicted to the gym workout booty, but got one of them booties like she go to the gym. She had a shape like that. She shaped like J-Lo, just not as much ass as J-Lo. She had ass like Shakira. She shaped just like Shakira, but Shakira's a little short. She's a little taller than Shakira. Oh my God. And them eyes, my nigga. Oh my God. Not tell you this bitch so pretty, man. I'm talking about our boss was like, boy, look at here. I'm gonna have to damn break some fucking ethical codes around this bitch. My boss was a fucking pervert anyway, man. When I knew I was gonna get that damn job when I first sat for the interview, because we walking down the hall of this hospital. He literally turns around and watches the bitch walk down the hall. This is, of course, pre-COVID, pre-wokeism. He turns around and walks the chick. This is pre Me Too as well. He turns around and watches the chick ass walking down the hall. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this job. Like, yeah, I'm finna ace this interview. Most definitely, because he's unprofessional in the motherfucker. Oh, and not to mention, another Florida woman, man. My female boss, after he left, I had a female boss, Dragon. This bitch, let me see if I can put you in mind who this bitch look like. Imagine, you know who Erica Mena is?
No.
Okay, you know who Sweetie is, or Sweetie. She kind of puts you in the mind. She actually looked just like Erica Mena, but she's a little bit prettier. Erica Mena was on imagine one of them Real Housewives of Atlanta ass bitches, but light skin with dark black ass hair. And come to find out, she is Cuban and black.
What?
Yes, this was my boss, and I shot my shot at her ass too. But of course, she was a single mother. She chose wrong, and then she got married. She finally she was smart enough to get married again. She got married. When I tell you, this bitch so bad. Oh, and I didn't tell you the goddamn receptionist in the same time. The receptionist that I talked to a lot during the day. This bitch Dominican and black too. No, she's Guyanese and Dominican.
What?
But she got married. I was like, God, both these bitches was bad, nigga. I'm talking about light skin, black, long ass hair, nice ass booties, no waist, feminine as shit. I used to love going to work, nigga.
I bet you
love going to work, boy. Oh, and then, oh my God. And then we hired this white bitch. She's Italian, right? We hired this Italian white bitch. This bitch looked like she stay in the gym every day, nigga. Nice ass booty. She single mother. Single fucking mother. But boy, hey, I shot my shot at that bitch too, boy. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm hitting one of these motherfuckers. And I ain't get to hit none of them, dog. When I tell you, all these bitches fine, dog. Oh my God. Ugh. I mean, woo. And I actually was going through a celibacy phase at one time when I had this dang job, man. And I ended up meeting this one chick. She was bad as fuck too. From Florida, Vero Beach, Florida. Caramel complexion, my nigga, like peanut butter mixed with caramel, my nigga, but not as dark as caramel. A little about the same complexion as peanut butter, my nigga. Pretty ass eyes, nice lips, got a nice booty. She a single mother now too. She wasn't in. I was going through my celibate phase. This bitch pretty much put her pussy in my lap, pretty much.
That's
verbally, like I kind of put her down the first time she kind of like wanted to get close to me, and I was like, look, I'm celibate. She said, so you telling me that even if I come over your house, I can't even spend the night with you? I was like, nah, shawty, I'm celibate. I don't, that's gonna be too tempting. We went out one time, bro. We riding down 75, 85, coming through the goddamn city, right? And it's a part of Atlanta. If you riding from the northwest, it's one of the prettiest sceneries, man. You coming in on the highway, and you see all the lights of the city, and you coming in on the damn interstate, and you about to connect with the main thoroughfare that goes through the city, and you see all them lights and shit. We talking. This bitch puts my hand on her thigh and said, I just shaved today. Oh my God. She said, tell me, how's it feel? Did I do a good job? Bitch. Like, she knew I was celibate too. This is her trying to be like, look, I'm throwing you the pussy, nigga. Take it, please. Please take this pussy. That's basically what she's doing. I didn't do it though, bro. I was very strong back then in them days, man. She run into me right now and did that shit. She getting knocked down. I was on something different back then, man. But anyway, folks, we're gonna go ahead and end this thing, man. Like I said, Max having problems and whatnot. Dragon just got up. We're gonna go ahead and end this thing. We're gonna actually take this back up tomorrow, okay? We're gonna try to start on time tomorrow, folks. Depends on how tired I am. But anyway, we all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Go back, look at it. Ones that come in and peek their head in, please like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
John DeMarco, do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
All right, big bro. Good night, man.